Hello, and welcome back to Buy the Book, where we play through official adventure modules in our own special way. We are live here on Twitch every Sunday at 6 p.m. BST and upload past episodes on YouTube every Friday, so make sure you subscribe and never miss an episode. So tonight we're going to continue our starter campaign, The Lost Mine of Phandelver. If you enjoy this adventure, you can buy it and run it for yourself. Click the link below and go to Amazon and get your own copy. Tonight's question in the chat will be if you could combine two creatures to make the perfect familiar, which creatures would that be and why? Interesting. Right, so last week, the three people you see on the stream besides me, Bree Gallowleaf, Derek Battlehammer, and Gilvarik Amastasia, met in Neverwinter, where they went on a quest to escort a wagon of supplies to Phandalin for a dwarf called what was his name? Damn it! What was his name? One of the Gundren Rockseeker. That was his name. Gundren Rockseeker, cousin of Derek Battlehammer. Yes, good.
This true.
Sorry, it's Sunday.
Let me pull up my character sheet.
Yeah. On their way through the forest, they were attacked by a bunch of goblins, and unfortunately, the supply wagon went up in flames. As our characters, our adventurers, realized that Gundren and his companion had been waylaid by the goblins and ambushed, and their horses were dead, and the two were captured. So our noble heroes followed a goblin trail to a cave system, the Cragmaw cave, where they are trying to see what they can find out and potentially rescue Gundren. Unfortunately, one of them, whom I will not name, decided to just walk into the cave and yell around a bit. So they were flooded out several times. Exactly. Before Bree, unfortunately, went unconscious due to a very vicious stab in the butt cheek.
No, that was before that. I went unconscious after I majestically say the Lake of Oya straight into hellbot of an orc, of a goblin.
You did do that, yes. Several goblins were killed, and Derek and Gilvarik ended up in a cave where they made a deal with a mysterious goblin who held a human captive that they would defeat the bugbear boss of the cave named Clorg, and in return get the human prisoner back. And that is where we are now. Yeah. What do you want to do? You're still in the cave with that goblin and his prisoner. Bree Gallowleaf is lying in a corridor around the corner.
I think I'm just going to stay there.
So Gil walks up, approaches the goblin again, and says, "I'm sorry, what is your name?" I'm Gil, by the way.
So he was rummaging around in a couple of crates because he assumed that he would just leave. He turns around. It's Yimik.
Very nice to meet you, Yimik.
Yeah, whatever. Just go and kill Clark.
All right. We'll be on our way.
While Gil and the goblin have that exchange, I quickly use that time to go and grab my hand axe that I used earlier, so that I got two hand axes again.
Very good. I approached the goblin who has been mourning the loss of his friend.
The one that you smashed into the wall. Yeah. He's kneeling next to the corpse and cradling him in his arms and just crying and saying, "Frank, oh Frank."
So I approach him and tell him, "Listen, I'm truly sorry for your loss. I wish
Looks at you.
that yeah, looks at me. I wish that we hadn't had to fight, but we were attacked and we had to defend ourselves.
I mean, if I remember correctly, you surprised us and got an extra round of attacks, but hey, whatever. He just keeps cradling Frank.
All right, my character's not laughing, by the way. I'm just like character busts out laughing.
Like from the back of the cave, I'm kind of getting my hand axe out of the other goblin and shout over to Gil, like, he's right, you know?
Yeah.
The crying goblin points at you and says, "Thanks, man. That's honest, at least."
But you stabbed one of our best friends in the butt, and now she's unconscious.
Not because of the bad thing.
It'll haunt you, though. It'll be the butt thing.
It'll be the story they
because of
tell
the
about
butt thing.
Bree Gallowleaf.
What's your name?
Once.
My name is Hank.
Hank.
Frank.
All right, Hank. Just know that I truly do regret the lives that were lost here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
All right.
Oh,
Is
Frank.
there anything? All right. Is there anything we can do for you, Hank?
I don't know. And he just keeps cradling Frank.
All right. Well, I'm going to leave him to it, give him his time to mourn, and I go back over to Derek and kind of nod that I'm ready to go if he is.
Mm-hmm.
and I am. So let's go get our halfling.
I'm done playing counselor. Grief
Let's
counselor.
go get our halfling. Yay.
No.
All
right.
So you
Okay.
go back into that corridor.
Mm-hmm.
You turn the corner and there are still the charred bodies of the of the goblins and an unconscious Bree lying on the floor. She's stabilized though, so she's in a very stable position, you know, with the whole thing.
Yeah.
That you learn
So I take out
in courses.
the potion and administer it to her.
Yes. You roll 2d4.
Who I do or Bree?
Yeah, if you give her the potion, then you roll 2d4.
Okay.
Plus 2.
2d4 plus 2.
Mhm.
Second. There's 1. So it's 9.
Right. That's the amount of health points you get back, Bree.
Ooh. Back at the start. So Bree opens her eyes, a bit confused for a few seconds. Guys, I had the weirdest dreams. That was epic. What did I miss?
How's your butt?
Pretty good. Why you ask?
No reason.
Okay.
So yeah, just to catch you up, we continued on into this cavern over here. There's a big area where there were several goblins, and we've made a deal with a goblin who wants to be boss of this place. We're going to go kill the current boss, whose name is Korg, and we are going to, in exchange, get a human back who is being held captive.
Why? What do we need a human for?
I don't know. Just trying to do the right thing, trying to free him. I hope we can trust Clark. The human was pretty emphatic that we should not trust him, shaking his head no, saying don't trust him, but we didn't listen. So
Sounds lame. Let's do it.
all right. Did I miss anything, Derek, that you can think of that we need to?
No, I don't think so. Let's go. Let's get us a boss monster.
Let's do this. All right.
Right. So you.
Could you send? Is there any way that you could send that old map again, the one that shows the area we're in right now?
Yes. I just need to figure out which one that was. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna send it to you right away. No, don't worry. So in the meantime, you're still in the corridor. So the one where Bree was lying earlier leads back to the entrance, sort of where you came in. And then there's you're sort of at a T crossing.
Mhm.
So this is where she was lying, and you came from down here. That's where Ymik was. You can go up there, so you can see the tunnel sort of makes a bend up there.
I'm not feeling 100%. I was a bit injured, and my magic is spent. Before we take on this Korg, do we have time, or is there any place we could go for a quick rest, even if it's just a 1 hour rest, to regain some magic for some meditation? Anyone have any ideas?
I mean, I can't even see in the dark, so I just follow you guys.
I like, for me, a 1 hour rest wouldn't do anything. I would like, yeah, we could do that if we can do that, but that's rather a DM question in that case.
Yeah, it would just get me back. Oh, I was just telling him it would get me back one. It would
probably
recover some of my
good for you.
magic. Yeah, it would help me recover, so I'd be better in battle.
The thing about that is that the goblins know you're there.
Right.
So
we tried to rest last week and we couldn't do it.
You can decide to sit in a corner and wait.
What if we go back and we sit with what was the name of the head goblin? I couldn't understand.
Ymik.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's just continue on.
Well, I still got my warhammer and my axes and my shield and
my axe.
I still have this short bow.
I literally don't have an axe.
All right.
So what way do you want to go? Do you want to go up around the bend or back to the central cave with the stream?
Ah, okay, I see.
No, I want to go up the bend because that's what Yildri said last time we should be doing. And I don't want to put my feet in water again. I feel like that's not a good idea.
Yeah, it's a good way to get boot rot. Let's not do that. All right. So yes, let's continue around the bend.
Do you want any light or anything? How are you proceeding there?
What happened to Bree's lantern?
He's broken.
All right.
Then
you technically have torches in your equipment. So you
I think I've got some candles. If anyone wants a bit more atmosphere.
You could get a torch for me. I was just thinking about whether or not, because Gil and I can both see in the dark. So I don't know how we would, like, if we want to, we could approach in darkness, and we would just have to kind of drag Bree along a little bit, and she would have to trust us that we will find the way. Because if we give you a torch, that'll probably like light the whole tunnel, and then
give away our
everyone
position.
can see us coming.
Right. I agree. I think we should proceed without the torch currently lit to maybe have at least a little bit of an element of surprise, so they don't see us coming from far away.
What plan do we have though? Like, our plan is to attack the boss monster. Is that what we're doing? Because then we need the element of surprise. If we try to like play them against each other, then
we didn't really ask. I didn't ask Ymik exactly how to get there. I should have asked for directions, but
you did last time, and he just said he's right over there around the bin, and you just follow the thingy, and then we'll be there.
Just keep going. Follow the thingy and keep going. All right.
Yeah.
You guys make really good interrogators. I'm impressed.
Okay, so Derek, would you like to go first since you're a little more well equipped?
Oh yeah. And I'll also go first.
And then let's see. Who should go second? Let's see. Well, we need to kind of guide Bree along. So how about Bree go second, and then I'll bring up the rear.
Okay.
All right.
So but don't touch my butt.
Oh. Sure. Wait.
I can't. What's happening?
You really do need to see a medic about that, though.
Okay,
I am
so
the medic.
So Derek, you can touch her butt, I think, since you're licensed.
So do you first want to touch Bree's butt, or do you want to try and find Clark?
Let's go ahead and find Clark first.
I think we don't have time for rest, so I do not.
We can handle the butt stuff. We can do the butt stuff later.
Okay, cool. So
Bree's is very, very glad that no one can see a bright red face in the dark of the cavern.
I mean, technically, her butt is completely fine because she's back to full health.
That's right.
It's
It
the
is fine,
shame
though.
that
It
lives
is
on.
fine.
The shame.
Does she know that though?
Oh, she knows. Her butt is fine.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, right.
All right. So on a So we're proceeding with caution around the bend.
So as you proceed with caution around the bend, you come to an opening, and you can see now where the one goblin must have given the signal earlier, because there's a wooden bridge across sort of the chasm that is the entrance cave. Yeah, so it's about 10 feet above the stream, and crosses it.
Okay.
Is there anyone on that bridge right now?
Give me a perception check.
Yeah.
Eh,
All of us?
Yeah.
Or just
I'd say Derek because he's in front.
okay.
all right, with perception, that's wisdom, right?
Yeesh.
It is wisdom. Oh, no, give me a d20. So that's a 14 plus a 3, that's 17.
There's no one else on the bridge that you can see, but you do see a sort of opening on the other side with a lever in it.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm gonna guess that I know what what that's for. Can I see whether okay, can I see whether this is a drawbridge or whether this is a mechanism for something else?
It looks like a mechanism for something else. It's a normal wooden bridge, and you can see that the tunnel continues on the other side of the chasm.
So it's a usual perception roll 17. This is a bridge.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Ha! Kidding! It's a mimic. It's attacking you. Roll for initiative. No, no, it's just a normal bridge.
Okay.
The bridge slowly transforms into a roll for initiative.
No, it's
So
it's just a bridge.
I suggest we very, very, very cautiously cross it, I guess. That's the
Should we
only way
cross?
can go, right?
I'm kind of paranoid from what happened before when we all tried to get over that rubble. Should we cross one at a time?
Is that such a good idea? Like, if something is on the other side, then you're kind of screwed.
Well, it's a very short bridge, right? Oh, you're saying what if one person crosses and it collapses and the other two can't get across?
I mean, the bridge is fairly narrow, so you can't cross
Okay.
all three of you. We have to sort of single file.
Okay, so Derek, you're in front.
So I'll go over. I'll just
Okay.
go over.
Can Bree? Can she? Oh,
Can I see anything? Like
Wait. I just go over. Does something
Okay.
happen?
You cross the bridge
oh my
and arrive
god!
safely on the other side.
It's good though. It's probably a good idea that we cross one by one.
Yeah, apparently. Oh, damn.
we will know.
Should I pick up Bree and just throw her across? Or would that be
Can
more?
you do that?
I mean,
No, that's just too much risk involved. She'd end up in the water, or end up getting damaged. So, Bree, can
Please don't
Bree
damage
see?
her.
Can Bree see the bridge?
Since this is sort of the central corridor, and you in the distance you can see the light from the entrance, she
Right.
can see where the bridge is.
Okay, so I whisper to Bree, go ahead and cross.
Okay.
And go to Derek. Yep.
Okay. Because I'm a rogue, and it's not the first thing I try to do something in half darkness. I kind of use all my senses to slowly make my way across, slightly to the amusement of the other two, just see me going.
Yes.
Yeah, you kind of reach out a
Make your
hand
way
and
across the bridge.
Yes.
All right. Now it's just me. Okay. I also carefully make my way across the bridge.
Yeesh.
Yes?
You do so.
Oh, okay.
It's just a bridge, you guys. It's just a bridge.
I hear that sound, though, the sound of dice dropping, and I'm expecting the bridge to go. And just like,
It's just
eat
the
me or
vague
something.
sound of oi. In
Okay.
the guys.
So we are all three
Back of that.
across the.
Uh-huh.
The bridge was actually. Spoiler: the bridge was actually the boss. We won.
Yeah.
That was Clark. Okay. All right. Here we go. So what do we see on the other side of the bridge? Oh, go ahead.
You're sort of entering another corridor.
Wasn't there a lever?
And
Where's
at the
the
end
lever?
Sorry. Oh yeah. The lever is in the wall next to the bridge.
Okay, you're so very lucky that Bree can't see well.
Yes, we are. I am not tempted to pull that lever.
What if one of us just shouts "oi" and sees if something happens? No, because that would alert them that somebody's here. No, let's just leave it.
Bree just opens her mouth very slightly, but she decides
And
against
I
it.
immediately go.
That's what she decides against it.
So I'm assuming you're continuing down that passage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yep.
I'll just follow the others. Mostly the smell.
Mm-hmm. So from ahead of you, you can hear the sound of water, even louder than in the entrance from the stream.
Ooh.
And you reach a corner from where you can sort of sneak and look into the next keep.
I would like to do that.
All right.
Good choice.
I'll be happy. I'm fairly quiet, and I can see as well. So I will be happy to get to the front and peek around the corner to see what I can see.
Do we have to sneak around the corner to do that, or is
you
this
would you would have to make a stealth check
Okay,
to
then I will not do that.
sort of still stay hidden, unless you want to just barge in.
No.
But I'm still kind of clinking in my armor, so.
Yeah, my armor's pretty quiet, so.
Can I assume that like around the corner is still dark? Like,
Yeah.
is there any light shining or anything that indicates?
There's probably the odd torch in the room ahead.
Okay, so I have the quiet armor and I can see. So does everyone agree with this plan?
Yeah, go
Okay,
ahead.
so I'm going to try to sneak and peek. Sneak a peek.
Sneak peek.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
Sneak, please. Stealth check, please.
Okay. 14.
Mm-hmm. So as you look around the corner, you can see the cave I've just sent you in the group chat.
Oh, very nice.
There are, so the other two can't actually see this yet, but what you can see ahead of you is a cavern with two watery pools, which are being fed by a little waterfall on the other side of the cave in the corner. So they're separated by an artificial wall of stones of sorts, which acts like a bit of a dam.
Okay.
And they're both pretty empty right now. But they're filling up from the waterfall. What you can also see...
Why?
There's that riddle solved. And what you can see as well is the heads of 2 goblins on both sides of the entrance to this cave, so the exit of the passageway into the cave, communicating with each other really secretly.
Okay, you said that they are near the exit on the other side
Yeah.
of the cave. Okay.
Yeah, so they're near the so your passageway leads into that cavern, and they're at the entrance of the cavern from the passageway,
Got it. Okay.
and they're communicating across it like this.
So we'd walk straight into them basically and not have to cross the
Yeah.
bridge first. Yeah.
Yeah, they're expecting you.
Okay.
Okay.
So I
You can
go
see
back.
you can see 2 of them, one on each side.
Okay. So I go back to Bree and Derek, and I say very quickly and quietly, I say, okay, I see 2 pools. It looks like there's a dam between them, and they're filling up with water. It looks like the mechanism for what washed us out. And I said, more importantly, there are 2 goblins that are communicating urgently and quietly near the other exit out of the cavern. I can see their heads.
Okay. But there's
So-
nothing. You didn't see anyone else. You just saw goblins.
I just saw those 2 goblins. I didn't see anyone
Okay.
else. So we have they look like they're getting ready to do something. They definitely seem to know we're here. So if we're going to get the drop on them, I advise we do so quickly.
How light is the cave? Can Bree see anything? Is there enough torches in there?
What did I see as far as lighting goes?
There are 2 or 3 torches on the wall. You can't really see the wall above the watery pools,
Mm-hmm.
but there are 3 or 4 torches on the walls closer to your end of sorts.
Enough
So
for Bree to see
it's
the
not
goblins.
well lit, but yeah, you can make out things.
She wouldn't be just like bumping and running into walls. Okay.
Mhm.
She could. So Bree will be able to make out shapes and such. It's not well lit, but I did see 3 or 4 torches.
All right.
All right. So shall we proceed?
Well, we could use the advantage still, and if it's light enough, then Bree could try to take out one with an arrow, maybe.
Sure. Yeah.
Does
think-
either of you have a sleeping potion on them?
No.
No.
I have a sleep. You normally can do a spell, but I do not have it prepared at the moment.
Okay. We'll save that for next time.
Okay.
Special trick.
So Bree, are you going to go on ahead and see if
Yeah.
you can get an arrow off at them? Okay. All right. So let's.
I mean, why don't we, the 2 of us, like sneak ahead and we take out 1 each?
Okay. I've got a short bow from that I picked up outside. So let's go.
Okay, I've got a short sword, so I think I just have to stab him in the kidneys.
You don't have a bow? You're a rogue
I don't have a
and you
bow,
don't
but I
have
feel
a bow?
like given that I can't see really well, I feel like doing something from slightly closer proximity might make slightly more sense.
Okay. So you're
I
gonna
could also
you're gonna
try to throw a hand axe if you don't feel very well about this. I can do that too.
It's fine. I'm stealthy.
let's
I
go.
can do
So
this.
from
You doubt me?
ahead, Gil hears one of the goblins go shh, and then they're both on either side of the corridor. You can't see them anymore.
Okay.
Okay. So I motion for them to be quiet and kind of signal that something's happening and tell them to come on.
Okay. How tall are you, Gil?
5'10".
Because I have halfling nimbleness, which means I'm naturally stealthy, which means I can hide and be obscured by any creature that is at least 1 size larger than me. So I could just hide behind you as we walk in and then sneak up to one of them.
Okay. All right. So yeah, let's both.
If you wish to sneak up to them, you will have to do a stealth check with disadvantage because they are expecting someone.
Yeah, they know we're coming.
Okay.
Anyone who wishes to sneak in will need to stealth.
I
with
guess I would like
disadvantage.
I would like to ready guiding bolts. Just in case that one of the goblins actually notices them, and as soon as I realize that they did notice my companions, I want to shoot a guiding bolt at one of them.
Yeah. It's sad that I'm rolling at a disadvantage because I just had natural 20.
See,
Damn it.
you still have to roll for disadvantage, yeah. So,
So the other one is a 13 plus 7, so it's still a 20.
neat. What
Okay.
about you, Gil?
So I'm sneaking up on them as well. I thought she was going by herself.
Are you just walking in? I'm sneaking up. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I just.
Even more cover.
Okay, so you're just walking through the passage going, okay, whatever.
Well,
I didn't know I had entered yet. Is the thing. I was still standing.
No, that's a question.
That's what we're talking about, like the way we walk.
Yeah, because if you just want to walk in, you can do that.
Okay, I'll try to. I want to sneak within range of firing an arrow off at them. I don't want to get right up next to them. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So roll with disadvantage for sneak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
For stealth check.
Stealth check. Okay. Yeah. So the first one is going to be 16 and another 16. I got 16 and 16.
Damn. Cool. Yeah, so you both sneak. You're basically pressed into that little nook just around the corner, where they technically can't see you, but you could jump out or get a stab at them. If you have a distance weapon, you can definitely get a good shot at them right now.
Even with my impaired visual situation.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, I'll shoot.
Okay. Roll for attack.
Both of us?
Dum, dum, dum. One of these.
Wait, are we both attacking at the same time?
That depends. Right? If Bree, if you're attacking with a sort of a distance weapon, then you can attack now.
Yeah. That's a 6. No, that's hang on. An 11.
Okay, yeah, an 11 will hit.
Okay.
And I'm okay. Go ahead.
And it's a 5 damage.
Okay. So now they're definitely aware. You hear them as you hit the goblin in the arm, and they, yeah. He cries out for one of them to run. You can see another goblin that you haven't seen previously from the sort of main cave, starting to run past the other two, and the two are now coming towards the entrance of the passageway to attack you. Roll initiative.
So all 3 are coming towards us.
Wait, so
two are coming towards you.
So I don't get a sneak attack as well?
Do you have a distance weapon?
Yeah, I was gonna do Ray of Frost, and I also have my short bow.
Okay, do that. Do one of those.
Okay.
I thought they were like Bree and Gil were attacking at the same time. Like that's kind of the.
That's what I thought. But...
Sorry.
Okay. No. That's...
Okay, they don't know we're here yet. I mean,
one
of them is just.
Yeah, you're attacking at the same time. Yeah.
Okay, so Ray of Frost is 60 feet, so I'm within 60 feet, hopefully. Okay. All right, here we go. So I'm gonna roll for the 21st. 14 plus 5, so it's a 19 on the D20. 14 plus 5, and then for damage. It's going to be a 4.
All right. So yeah, two goblins. The ones that are on no, hold on. That doesn't make sense. Physics.
What is it?
Right. So one goblin, the one that just yelled run, is hit by a ray of frost and can only move his arms.
Nice.
There's one starting to run, and the other one is on the side of the passageway entrance and faces it now. He's going, I'll hold them off. Do whatever you need to do. And he's ready for combat. Roll initiative.
Nice.
I get to do
Maybe
my
we should have
ready
tried to
action
speak to
now?
them first. My bad.
Nope.
Sorry, what?
Do I
Go
get to do my prepared action now?
Yeah, you will
Before
get it
Okay.
as the first thingy.
All right.
Initiative.
I got a 13 initiative.
I got a 4.
I got 18 plus 2, so 20.
True Bree style.
You're a terrible
Okay.
rogue.
So first is Derek with his readied attack. Which one do you want to hit? The one that's half frozen, or the other one that's in the
I do
way?
not want to hit the one that Bree attacked because my attack does AOE damage, so that wouldn't make sense.
So the one that's standing in the passageway.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
I guess so.
Go ahead.
Like the only one that I saw. I just said I want to do guiding bolt. That doesn't make sense. That's not because that's a spell and I don't have any spell slots. I want to do sacred flame, obviously.
Okay.
The other one that I can do.
I will
Okay,
allow.
I am not sure if I need to roll that. I don't think so.
What does it say in the description?
That's what I'm looking for right now. I am sorry about that. I should have had that open. No, it descends on a creature that I can see within range. And the target
Exactly.
must succeed a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, what is your limit for that? What is your DC?
13.
Ooh, a 12. So it fails just about.
Oh, so I get to actually, that's like the first time that I get to roll damage on Sacred Flame. That's a 6.
Yes. Okay, yeah. That thing is very, very burnt.
Neat.
But it's still holding on to dear life to his short sword. It's going, I don't fear death. Next is Gil.
Okay. So that same one that is just got burned, I'm going to fire my short bow at him. So let me roll my 20. It's going to be total of 14.
That does not hit, unfortunately. Zooms past it. He's super scared, but he really wants to stand his ground. Next is the third goblin that runs past them and out of sight around the corner.
Well, so much for the sneak attack.
Probably not good.
Next is Darak.
Well, it's probably too late to shout over like, what are you guarding? Can I do that as a bonus action?
Yeah, you can. That's a free action. Talking is free.
I want to shout over to them. What are you guarding? We don't need to fight if you tell us what you're guarding. I would like to roll that as intimidation because we literally just burnt some of them and stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
Go ahead, roll it. I mean, one of them is frozen up to the hip, and the other one is very burnt.
that should be intimidating enough, right?
Yeah.
Fire and ice.
Right.
Roll intimidation.
Okay, that's a 19 without any bony, and I
yeah,
3,
that works.
I get even better. So 22.
I think they're intimidated.
So you can see with the frozen goblin that some of the ice along his left leg starts melting. I think you can guess why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a little. Gross.
Yeah. And they both look at you terrified and say, "Well, it's Clark. He's down there. He's in the cave down there."
Okay.
Can I still talk to them, or do we have to keep fighting?
Yeah, you can talk to them. I mean, you can still fight. I'm going to give you one more.
If you just let us through, we'll take them on.
They look at each other. They look at themselves. Look at you. Do you promise?
Yes, I do.
I promise as well.
They roll an insight check. Okay, they trust you.
That's good enough.
They, the burnt one goes over to the frozen one and hacks away at the ice around his feet.
May I help
And just, oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay,
You don't need to roll for that.
Yeah, so I just approach him and say, I'm going to help you out of this ice, and use the back of my sword to start breaking it apart.
Within seconds, it's broken free.
Yep.
I
two of them
literally cast a flame on him, so shouldn't take that long.
the two of them hug each other, and are visibly relieved that they're still alive. And the really, really burnt one says, I just can't wait to get home to Frank and the kids. They're going to want to hear about this. And they disappear into the passageway.
Oh, no, you would.
There's just Bree kind of standing like the half dance and goes like, Frank? Isn't that the guy you guys,
You just see my shoulders drop.
Maybe there's another Frank. Maybe there's another Frank.
They all have the same names, right? A lot of them have. It's a common name.
Frank is a common name. Yeah.
Frank is a common name. So yeah, you're by yourselves in the cave with the twin pools.
Can I look around a little bit, just really quick before we go, and just see if there's anything of use that I could pick up or anything I'm missing?
Yeah, there's nothing really. So what you can see is that definitely these are the pools that have drained into the central passageway and have flooded you guys out.
Okay.
But now they're fairly empty. There's a passageway leading into a stone couple of steps leading into that central passage.
Okay.
And to your right, there are a couple of steps leading into the next cave.
Is that where the other one ran?
Presumably.
Okay, so we didn't see where he actually ran. Like which passageway
you just saw out of sight, but to your right. So if you're looking at the map, that's the only.
Okay.
Yeah,
the map is at the bottom right-hand corner.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is the passageway ahead lit, or is that complete darkness again?
It's not really a passageway. It's just a couple of steps, and then behind that is a bigger cave that is kind of it's lit in the same way with a couple of torches.
Okay. So, are we ready?
I guess there's nothing really else to do, right?
Right. Okay. So, Derek, would you like to take lead again?
I don't want to just storm in there. Can you just have a look? But I'm so loud and all of this armor, and then they'll hear me.
I think they already are expecting us to come around the corner because that other goblin ran in there. Like they're ready for us.
All right, I would have liked to know how many of them there are, but okay. If you
have use for the halfling, after all, I can go ahead.
You can if you think you can see enough. Then please do. I would be glad if you did.
Okay, so I stealth ahead. That's not a verb. But
make a stealth check, please.
You got it. That's a net 20.
Neat. So you actually managed to look around the corner and see a large cave. Now you can look at the full map. That's the last cavern of this cave that you need to explore. So you see in the middle there's a fire which is not completely burnt out.
Got the full map.
We don't have the full map. David deleted it.
Oh, okay. Good job, David. Thank you. So in the middle of the cavern, you see a fireplace. The fire has almost burnt out, but it's still pretty hot. There's lots of stuff lying around, like barrels and crates and things. And close to the fire is a bugbear, whom you can probably guess is Clark. There are 3 goblins in there. One of them you've just seen run from the Twin Pool Cave, and 2 more. And there's also a big wolf in there.
It's not the same wolf that we saw before, though, right?
It is a different wolf.
It's a different wolf. Okay. It's like maybe we could be friends, but no. All right, so.
And miraculously, they don't see your head poking around the corner.
Are they kind of like getting ready for action because they're anticipating fight? Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. So
you can see Clark is putting on some armor at this moment.
Okay.
Are you coming back, or are you like?
Yeah, we're kind of looking at you.
Well, I kind of walk half back, and go like 3 goblins and black bear and a wolf. It's like very bad language. We seriously get it up.
Roll a general intelligence check, both of you, Derek and Gil.
Okay. So just add the whatever we have under intelligence.
Yeah.
All right. 17. 17. Yeah.
Yeah. So Gil, you know exactly what she saw. Derek, you're like, okay, creatures.
I'm tapping at Gil, and I'm like, what? Can you explain to me what she saw?
So she definitely sees the big one in there, and then there are also some. I think she said 3 goblins. Was it 3? And
okay. Yeah, I saw 3. That makes.
And then
sense
one of them,
me.
yeah, and one of them is. It looks like they're getting ready for battle.
I have an.
And there's a wolf. There's a wolf too. There's a wolf.
I have an idea. I could if we're gonna go in there, I could go first and try to intimidate the goblins that are in there as well, because they're obviously afraid of Clark, and I could try to convince them to help us,
or at least just get out of there so we don't have to fight them. Either or.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I can make myself have a very, very loud voice and try to impress them with that and intimidate the goblins into either running away or helping us.
Yeah, I say go for it.
Can I do that?
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah, then I'll try that.
Okay.
So I'll go in with my shield and my sword, and I motion Bree to stand down for a moment. I got something. I got one.
I'm also standing behind him, so they can see that there's 3 of us, right? So they know this is serious business. There's 3. We're here.
Okay.
Okay. Right. So I cast thaumaturgy on myself, which is a cantrip that I can do, and I use it to. I can have up to 3 effects on myself, and I opt for. It only lasts for a minute, but at least it does that. And I opt to change my eyes to a bright red and have my voice boom 3 times louder than it usually would.
And I also use prestidigitation to make there be a glowing light behind him.
Nice. Oh, I have a third.
And
everybody looks on.
I have 3 effects, right? I have a third effect as well.
Yeah.
I can make a sound with me in the center, so I can have a rolling thunder emit from myself.
And
so
also
there's
also
something.
The prestidigitation. Also, there's smoke rising from behind him. Yeah, smoke, bright light. Yeah,
I like that.
Yeah,
so I'm just
he's
standing
looking
there.
Badass.
So to the people in the chat, if anyone can make fan art of this, wow, I will crochet something for them, and I'm good at crocheting. Just saying. Send us your fan art. This is epic.
So
so
let's try that.
And you just walk into that cavern.
I walk into that with my shield raised a little bit, just in case there's some arrows coming at me or something.
Can I use the opportunity and use my halfling nimbleness to stay just behind him, just in case? So
okay. Sorry, that's impossible. I'm just not impressed.
What did the little lion do?
That's her reaction.
Yeah, that's my nat 20 rolling against your intimidation.
I guess I don't get advantage on my roll then.
Okay, yeah, you do get advantage on your roll. So roll intimidation with advantage, and then
Sweet.
What's my
yeah.
bonus?
Tell me what you want to do. You just walk in, or do you also want to talk?
I do absolutely want to talk. Let me roll.
All the fact.
Okay. What do you want to say?
I wanna. Nice. I first of all, I wanna roll a nat 20.
Nice. Yeah, that's definitely going to work. Okay.
And then I wanna go in and say, Clog, we are here to fight you, and any goblin that wants to help us can do so, or run away, or be killed, because nothing will stop our mission. Or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I use prestidigitation to make a loud clap of thunder. Right behind him.
All three goblins go, yeah. And then they think about it. Okay, so they huddle together. Okay, so we can either fight Clark. They all look at Clark. They look back at each other. Or we can run away. They all look to that chute that you came into that goes down to the wolf kennel.
Mm-hmm.
And they look back at each other. Or we can get killed. Look at each other again. Clog each other. You. Each other. They nod. And they start scurrying off to that chute. And you just hear as they land in the pile of garbage that's down there.
That's pretty good. Can I also like look at the wolf and go something like if it also runs away or is intimidated?
The wolf is very intimidated and hides behind Clog.
Oh.
Neat.
How close are we to Clog? Oh,
about 20 to 30 feet away. So he's on the other side of the fire.
Okay.
Ooh.
He looks at him and he's not sure what he's facing here. You can tell that he's never seen anything like you before.
Neat.
Mm-hmm.
So how about we try to strike a deal with that guy? See if he's got like better conditions than the other one.
Mm-hmm.
What was the goblin's name? Yeldrick?
Yimmick,
yeah.
Yimmick.
I'm going to give you that. So Clog looks at you. What do you want?
He's Arnold Schwarzenegger.
We have
No,
been sent
I'm
here.
Clog.
Get to the chopper.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Sorry.
We've been sent here by one of your goblins who wants to see you dead.
What? They all want me dead.
And we can make sure that happens if you don't have anything that you can offer us instead.
He looks around and he's like, he points at the loot in the cave.
Ooh.
I give you loot.
What about people? Do you have anyone captured? Because we've seen at least someone.
Who?
Your goblins. They've got a human.
No.
What?
What about human?
We want the human.
And the loot.
At this
of
point,
course.
can I run as an experienced rogue who has seen loot many times in her life, obviously? Run a perception check or something on the
definitely.
loot to see if it's actually
Definitely.
valuable. Is it perception that I'm rolling?
Yeah.
It's a 19.
Ooh. So you can see that there's numerous sacks and crates with a blue lion crest, which you, as an experienced rogue, know as the symbol of the Lion Shield Coaster, which is a trading company. And this is a lot. This is about a caravan of stuff.
So I obviously, because I'm still hidden behind Derek, and hopefully like the bugbear hasn't really perceived me yet, I'm just kind of whispering from behind into Derek's ear going, this is stuff, maybe we should just take him up on the offer. Seems pretty decent.
I kind of whispered, I don't want to betray Yimik. We made a deal. I want to stick with the deal we made.
Yeah, I've
Bree
very,
rolls eyes.
I very like I give you a very small nod at what Gil says because I'm still the one that he's negotiating with, and I don't want to seem distracted.
Mm-hmm.
Not too much, at least.
Uh-huh.
Also, I'm running out of ideas.
Which you say out loud to Clark.
Not really.
Actually, Clark,
Let me-
Clark, I'm running out of ideas. No, don't. No, that was a joke. That was a joke.
Because my train of thought is that I want the human, but now that we promised so many goblins that we would kill Clog,
Exactly.
we either need Clog to help us kill all the goblins, which is kind of weird, but we could do that. In the hopes that that'll work, and even if it doesn't, it might make him weak enough that we can kill him after.
Come on, Tarek. Let's kill this tyrant. It's just kind of I say it under my breath. We made a deal.
He said they all want me. Why would the others want you dead? I say to Clog.
It's goblins. Goblins want others dead.
I think about that for a second. There is some truth to that.
Wait, what did you say?
Yeah,
Clark
Bree
is?
whispers
He's
from
like,
behind and goes like,
He's a
that
bugbear.
was a stupid question.
okay.
I think I would say if this stolen stuff is everything you have to offer to us, that's not good enough. I'm kind of
It's all I've
my companions if they agree with me on this because
I mean, we
I
could still
kind of
take his
just
stuff
decided.
after we kill him, Bree whispers.
We could still
like
take it.
that.
We're still going to get it. There's a win-win here. We kill him, we get the stuff, and we get the human back. But if we just make this deal with him, there's a chance we won't get the human back because Yimik's could find out.
So as you're
Also.
talking,
Yeah, I like
Clog-
that, and I want to hit him. I want to go ahead and start rolling.
Okay,
initiative
good.
now.
Yeah.
Okay, roll initiative.
Yes. Okay.
Let's do it.
15.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my thing is dead. That's not good.
13.
Ooh.
And 11. Okay.
Dang, I wish I had magic missile prepared.
You had enough time.
He doesn't have
Which is
enough spell slots.
Yeah.
Oh, also true.
Womp womp. Right. Where did I put? Ah, yes.
Which is why I've got to start reserving them.
Okay. Right. You want to attack him, but you're not fast enough. The wolf darts out behind him and tries to bite your leg, Derek. And oh yeah, he does bite your leg.
Why didn't I use Sacred Flame? Why would I run into this? That didn't even make any sense.
I mean, you were fairly impressive. You already sent 3 goblins just out the door.
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So the wolf just latches onto your leg and does 5 points of damage to you.
Ow.
And he's just attached basically to your leg now. You can choose which one. So yeah,
I don't. At this moment, I don't.
doesn't really matter.
One. Let's say the
next
right one.
is okay. The right one. Next is Gil.
So I would like to try to use my you know what? Is that wolf within touching distance of me? Could I touch him?
Yeah.
Like, well, I
Okay,
see. I'm gonna ask a question because I've never done this one before.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cantrip and it's shocking grasp and it's a touch based one. So
Yeah.
if I touch him and use it, does that mean that I just don't want to use it? And well, okay, let's just do it. Here we go.
Will you give Derek a shock too if you do that? Just
No, I haven't.
Yeah,
reached
that's kind
him
of what I'm
yet.
wondering.
We're about to find out, huh?
I still have a wolf attached to my leg. I haven't reached him.
Well, no. I was about to try to get the wolf off of you.
Oh, well, go
Yeah.
ahead.
So I better not.
Oh.
Better not. Yeah, electricity travels, so let's not do that. I'm gonna use my short sword.
You say
and-
looking at my metal armor.
Yeah. So yeah, I kind of you see me like get my hand ready, and then like there's like electricity crackling on it, and then I look at your metal armor and I look at the wolf and I go, and then put it back down. And so I draw my sword and I'm just gonna try to hack at this wolf real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Try to get him off. All right, just real quick. All right, so roll. Okay, so I rolled a 17 plus 4, 18, 21.
Mm-hmm.
And now it is a 1d6 plus 2 piercing, which is this? Okay, I don't ever use the 6. So I rolled a 6 plus 2 piercing and 8 damage.
Wow. You hack off this wolf's tail. Let's go of Derek's leg. Definitely. Next
retreat.
is it well, yeah, it kind of does a bit because it's bleeding rather heavily, but it's not giving up on fighting yet. Next is Bree.
I'm using the commotion to sneak up on the wolf with the rope that I've got and jump on its back and try to ride him.
Okay, first of all, give me a dexterity check.
Yeah.
No, actually, give me 2. Give me 1 acrobatics check because you need to jump on his back.
Okay, the acrobatics is a 20.
Okay, you jump on the wolf's back. So do you want to use the rope as a sort of rein?
Kind of like slide it around his neck. And like,
in that case,
cowboy
give me
style.
another check, a sleight of hand check.
That's a 10. Not quite.
Yeah. So you sort of throw the rope ahead, but it just basically gets one ear. You pull it shut. The wolf has now realized that you're on his back and snarls at you, and the rope slips off the ear again. But you're sitting on top of the wolf.
I'm sitting on top of a wolf.
You're technically riding a wolf. Cool.
There you go.
One for
Next,
vehicles.
yeah. Next is Clark. Clark wants to attack Derek because he seems the most intimidating with this halo thing going on, and he misses because he for a second forgets that he's still on the other side of the fireplace. So he steps into the fire and basically does and starts cursing and about his feet and steps onto the side of the fireplace. Next is Derek.
So he's still a little bit away from me, right?
Yeah, he's standing next to the fire, so he's about 10 feet away from you now.
Yeah, I guess. No, you know what? I want to use my hammer on him. I think that'll make more sense. It's time. It's hammer time.
Ooh.
How about sight?
Trademark.
I'm outside. So that's a 16 plus 4. That's a 20.
Yeah, that will hit.
Was this against Clog or the wolf?
No, against Clog. I don't.
Clog.
As of now, I don't. For a second, I don't care for the wolf. That's a 7.
So you basically smash one of his kneecaps.
Nice.
And again, he goes.
It's only smashing a kneecap. That's not good.
But you know, it is a kneecap though, so he basically can't really use his one leg now. It's revenge for your right leg.
Is he still on the fire?
No. He's stepped out of the fire again. Next is the wolf, which tries to get rid of you, Bree. Roll a strength check, please. You will sort of roll against the wolf's strength check.
Is that D20 plus strength?
Yeah. So if the wolf rolls higher, then he gets rid of you, and if you roll higher, you stay on the wolf.
Okay, I've got 16.
Whoop. So
Not
you
bad.
stay on top of the wolf.
Out.
And you grab its fur, and the wolf just goes.
Oh.
Yeah. Next is Gil.
Let's see here. Tell you what, I'm gonna try to finish off this wolf so you can stop riding him. I know she's not gonna like that, but we need to take out one of these two. So I'm going to try to use my short sword again. Take a hack at the wolf. All right, so I rolled an 18 plus, so 22.
That will hit.
Okay, and now it's 1d6 plus 2. Gotta clear it, and 3 damage.
The wolf gives one last yelp of pain and collapses under Bree. And he's dead. Clark lets out a howl of agony. No! Reborn! And then, then looks around and starts hobbling towards the chute that goes down to the other cave. So he's basically trying to run away now.
Okay.
Oh.
Is there any way, like, can you describe the
Am I
shoot?
next?
Am
Am I next?
Oh yeah, he can. So remember when you came in the sort of kennel where you found the 3 wolves?
Yeah.
Above the garbage pile, there was a chute leading like a chimney leading upwards, and he's trying to go down that to get out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's like, is it
shortcut.
literally just a hole in the ground or the wall? Is there anything more mechanic to it?
Basically, yeah. So it kind of looks like a
hole,
fireplace. It looks like a fireplace. You can just
All right.
stuff down there, but it's like a fireplace but down.
Mm-hmm.
So are we still in initiative?
Yes, you are, because his kneecap is smashed.
Right.
He's trying to get over there, but it's going to take him a while.
Okay.
And next is Bree.
Bree just kind of like sadly strokes the wolf's fur and gets a bit of blood on her hand, kind of looks at the blood and goes, kind of guess he deserved it. And stands up and draws her short bow, because in all this tactics, she hasn't quite forgotten about the big guy. So she's going to try and stop him with her short bow.
Mm-hmm. Shoot.
Shoot him.
It's a 25.
Yeah, that will hit.
That'll work. That'll do.
Did you crit, by the way? Did you roll a 20?
Yes, I did. What's going on
in
with
that
all
case,
the net 20s?
I don't know. Because that means you get to do double damage.
Ew.
Everyone's like, what?
That's pretty
Finish him. Finish
Do
him.
That's
the
10 then.
damage. Okay. 10 damage. You hit him in the back between the shoulders. Low! Which he keeps limping. He keeps limping towards the chute. He just wants to get the heck out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Next is Derek's turn.
All right, Derek.
So I have a question. I can, with my thaumaturgy, it says that I can open and close locked windows, which kind of makes me think that I can nudge things. And I want to know if I can use my thaumaturgy to kind of push his good legs so that he'll topple over and not reach the thingy.
Roll me for it.
I don't have a roll for that. That would be a 13.
Okay, roll me a d20, and if you would hit him, if you get past his AC, then I'm going to say it hits. It does what you do.
Hey, phone. Come back.
Story of my life.
That's an 18. So
Yeah, that will hit. So you swoosh the leg out under him. He lands on his posterior and is
Very nice way.
taken aback for a second. He will use his turn to get back up. He's aching all over and he's bleeding from the back. His leg is smashed. So he just and he realizes he can't get up. So he starts basically crawling and pulling himself towards the chute. He just really wants to get out of there. It's very pitiful.
Is he prone?
Well, not anymore because that's what he used his turn for.
Okay. All right.
Gil, your turn.
So I'm gonna try to launch some ray of frost at this dude and slow him down, maybe some more. Let me do my.
Let's riff on the slowing a little bit.
You're really merciless.
I know, right?
We need
this is awful.
We need his head to complete the deal.
Like I can have the DM going like, I kind of just want that guy to get out of there because I need him for something else. And it's like, no.
I will say one thing. None of you guys are allowed to call yourselves lawful.
No.
Oh, heck no.
Never said.
Mine's chaotic.
It
chaotic
really
as fuck.
yeah.
Have you met Bree?
Yeah. Well, I just keep thinking that we need the head to seal the deal. He said, "Bring me his head." So I'm like, "All right, gotta get his head." All right.
That's
So I have to roll the
still
20.
saving a guy here.
So 17.
Mm-hmm. That will hit.
I got to do the 7 damage.
Right. Okay. So now both his legs are frozen. And he's basically just pulling himself closer to the chute with his claws.
Oh.
It's really, really pitiful. Bree, your turn.
How far away is he from me and how far am I away from the chute?
You can definitely reach him in this turn. He will reach the chute on his next turn.
So I can't reach a chute in this turn, even though I can go.
You can. But he will get an attack of opportunity because you try to get past him.
Even though I've got a halfling nimbleness and can move through through the space of things that are bigger than me without any stones.
Yeah.
Okay. You can basically see the clocks moving.
The gears are going.
This is not what she's trained for.
What are you trained for?
Would you like to know? Well, she's I think I know what she's trying to do. She is she's crawling, right? Or is she still sitting? He's crawling.
Oh no, he's crawling. He's frozen from the waist down.
Well, that just means that, his butt is straight in Bree's line. And Bree's got a sword. So
yeah,
that's what I would like to do.
Yeah.
Am I rolling attack? What am I rolling?
Yeah, you're rolling an attack.
Okay, that's a 17.
That will hit.
Where again? Where is it hitting?
Oh, in case you haven't heard. It's only a 4 damage.
So dude is tough.
With one massive fart, life leaves the body of Clark, the bugbear, and his last words are, "It bleeds, so you could kill it." And he's dead.
So again.
All right, so
Doesn't
I walk
matter.
up.
Oh, I'm turning around to the others and go like, bugbear? More like butt bear. Am I right?
For that joke, I will give you inspiration and everyone else 1 point of mental damage.
Ow.
That's hilarious.
What does inspiration do?
So whenever you want, you can use this inspiration to get advantage on a roll.
Okay.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And you
Alright.
just paid that with damage to all of your companions.
Yeah.
So
That is how we roll.
I draw my sword and walk up to the body and hack off his head, or attempt to hack off his head.
You do so.
And I guess can I fit that in my backpack or in my?
Yeah.
Okay. So we have his head now. We've done our part. Do we want to take a shortcut?
It's like a point and click adventure. Take head.
Yeah, exactly. Loot. I also want to search his body for any valuables.
Mm-hmm.
We have completely forgotten the butt again and is kind of making her way towards the loot on the other side. Okay.
So Gil, give me an investigation roll.
Right. Yep.
Bree, you want to investigate the loot, I assume.
15.
I mean, you've
So
kind
do
of
I,
investigated
actually.
already, haven't I? Or I mean, I kind of.
You
saw
have
it.
perceived it. You can investigate
Okay,
it
no,
now.
yeah, okay. I'm investigating it.
In
So,
that case, give me an investigation roll, please.
15 for my investigation roll for the
Mhm.
body.
You find nothing on his body.
Okay.
Hang on. Accidentally closed it.
Can I also investigate the
What
loot?
investigation?
Just because? Or just one of us?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, proving that she's really not a good rogue. It's a 9 investigation.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you again find that the sacks and the crates belong to the Lion Shield coaster, and they look like stuff from supply caravans. So they've got all sorts of useful stuff in them, and like food, barrels of dried meat, sacks of flour, that kind of thing, rope, fabrics, that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Derek, what did you roll?
I rolled a 19.
Mm-hmm. You find a little chest hidden under a couple of sacks of stuff. You see that it's open, and inside you find 600 copper pieces, 110 silver pieces, 2 potions of healing, and a little statuette in the shape of a frog made of jade with golden eyes that will be worth 40 gold pieces if you sell it. You can choose whether you want to just pocket all of that or tell your friends about it.
I will actually, what I want to do first is sip one of the healing potions because I am not feeling that great anymore.
Mm-hmm. You can drink one of the healing potions.
Yeah,
you cannot sip.
Yeah, that's
okay.
Just a little.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Okay. So you gain 2d4 plus 2 hit points back.
2d4 plus 2. No, that's 2 plus 4 plus 2. That's 8. That's good enough.
Nice.
I do pocket the money just because I found it. And would you tell me again how much that was? So
it is exactly 600 copper pieces, which is also worth 60 silver pieces or 6 gold pieces. 110 silver pieces. You've got 1 more potion of healing.
Mm-hmm.
And the little jade statuette of a frog with golden eyes worth 40 gold pieces.
And this one I will hold up and say, look, I found a little golden statue, a little jade statue. I would keep that with me.
Bree hangs her head in shame because she hasn't discovered it first.
And I say, Hegel, do you want to check if there's any magic on this? I mean, it's a jade statue after all. Is that
Sure.
usually something that's magic and can't you detect magic or something?
Yep. Hold it out for me.
So I do.
Okay. 15 for Arcana check.
It's a jade statue with golden eyes.
Fine.
No, I don't sense any magic. It's just a jade statue.
I say cute and put it in my backpack.
Yes.
Okay,
So
I bag the meat and the flour.
so we are due back.
It's a lot. There's like
All of
20 sacks of flour and 10 barrels of meat.
We'll never know when the next quarantine comes around. We need all that flour.
Is there a
You're a halfling. You are a halfling. A sack of flour is
Halflings
twice
like
you.
Bake.
I use prestidigitation to summon a pack mule. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I bag one bit of flour and like meat and food as much as fits into my backpack.
Okay.
So was this the stuff
do
from
that.
was this the stuff from the wagon? Can we-
No, the wagon blew up.
Oh, I thought they had.
You've seen you can see that every single item is branded with a blue sigil of the Lion Shield coaster with a blue lion.
And
Okay.
that's not what my cousin is working for, as far as I remember.
You
Okay.
remember correctly.
Awesome. All right. So we are due back
I get
to
advantage on that
Yemek.
investigation.
Do we want to take the shortcut and take the chute, or would we like to walk?
That is not a question for Bree.
Wait, Bree. Don't
No,
forget there's a wolf.
too late.
Yeah, too late.
So
I would not like
Bree?
to do that. By
Yeah.
the way.
give me an athletics check, please.
Ask
if you
and you
want to
shall
go down the
receive.
chute.
It's a
Where is that? Oh, I see.
21.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Give me another one, please.
Another one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a 10.
Okay. You get into the chute and you manage to do a cool Spider-Man thing. And then you slowly slide down, but then just a waft of garbage smell comes up at you and you feel nauseous for a moment. And you slide down the last 10 feet to the garbage pile and you take 2 points of damage.
Oh. Okay.
But hey,
Still cool, the Spider-Man thing, though. I didn't know Spider-Man was a thing in that world, but cool.
by that I mean a weird mutant that is half human, half spider.
The arachnid boy.
The legend.
Yes, arachnid boy.
The legend of the arachnid child.
Yeesh. So you're down there now. The other two are
Slightly
still
I
up.
absolutely don't want to do that. I'm sorry, but I'm going to split the party here.
Conviction.
I don't really. I look at my armor. I look at the hole, and I say, "Yeah, I'm not gonna go up that rubble again. So, we're just gonna meet in front of that cavern."
There's a faint coward from the bottom.
Yep, I'll go with Derek and make the journey back, meeting her in front of the.
Okay,
she
so you
dropped
guys
out.
go around. Bree, you're
Yeah.
confronted with a sleeping wolf.
Right?
There's one left.
Yep.
What do?
How
'Cause you
did we
will have
get
to
it asleep
sneak
last
past.
time? What did we do to make it fall asleep?
Gil charmed it. So if either if you're too loud, or if an hour has passed, it's waking up.
Has an hour passed in all the time that I was unconscious and we were trying to fight bad guys.
Well, looking at my DM's watch, pretty much exactly an hour has passed.
Why would you do that? Bree, why
So you can sneak past, or you're confronted with a wolf.
I will. I learned from the error of my ways. I will not try and feed it biscuits. I will totally try and
meat
sneak
up
past.
Boo boo.
Mm-hmm. Give me a stealth check, please.
Oh.
Yeah, that didn't go well. That's a 9. Is it? No.
You have inspiration.
No, not even that. No, it's a 9. Yeah, it's a 9.
Wait, plus
It's a
plus
9
your
for me.
everything?
Yeah.
So as you just went
Evil 2 plus my stealth 7. Yeah.
as you went thump into the garbage pile, the wolf just goes and slowly wakes up. He noticed you. He's still a bit slow, but you're still gonna have to roll for initiative, unless you do want to try to feed it.
I have a question. Can I dash? Like, can I technically dash to the other side? Is that possible? Like, can I make it to the other side?
You can.
Okay.
Let's see. You came down here. Yeah, you could dash to the other side.
Okay.
And yeah.
Yeah. Well, Bree is not very good with animals. I think we have established that. But she has heard somewhere that wolves are afraid of fire. So she thinks she'll go for the maximum effect and set her beautiful long blonde hair on fire, and as she does that, be a running human torch going for the exit.
Okay.
Aren't you trying to avoid damage?
So you
ever trying to avoid damage?
Your hair bursts into flames. You
it's
start
kind of like
running
smoke, yeah.
through the cave.
I would like to use my
bursts into
inspiration
flames.
on that, by the way.
You just run.
Okay, I just run.
So you make it through the cave.
I don't want to use my inspiration. Nice.
You're still burning.
There's a river on the other side. I had totally considered that.
Okay. So you considered that. Do you extinguish yourself?
No, she stands there considering it while she burns. It's just like,
Looks kind of pretty though.
It's obviously Bree's true style of half consideration. So it's basically all you see is kind of like a little human, not even human, halfling torch speeding up and heading straight first into a very shallow river, which is probably not a good idea, but thankfully she's not that tall. It doesn't make that much of an impact.
You extinguish yourself. You've taken 1 point of damage.
Okay.
1 point of fire damage.
All
of this. You are now very bold.
That's okay.
And from your spot in the river, you can see that in the kennel the wolf just looks at you like that.
Thoroughly unimpressed.
Then lies back down and goes back to sleep with a sort of whatever look in his face.
Must be Tuesday.
That was Bree's preferred outcome, so we're good.
Derek and Gil, as you were walking sort of round through the twin pool thing, while you're standing on the bridge, you hear it "Rah!" from somewhere down the passageway, and you see a little flame thing extinguish itself in the river.
What in Agama's name was that?
I have a slight idea what that was.
Yeah, I have the same idea. Let's go find out if she's still alive.
So you do you want to get off the bridge, or do you want to just continue into the entrance of Ymix's cave?
Let's wait for her to catch up for a minute if that was her. So we stand there for a second to see if she gets back up. Or I do.
She does.
She can't go to where we are if we're on the bridge, can she?
No.
She can
No,
walk
she'll
up
have to go up the gravel thing again.
Okay, so I kind of like wave. I don't make a lot of sound, but to get her attention, and then point, indicating to her to meet us at the entrance to Ymix's cave.
Can I see that?
No.
Nope.
Because it's dark that way.
So I'm just like,
And I
She
tap
can
him on
see
the
that
shoulder,
there's yeah. Mhm.
and I tell him again that we're not all elves.
ugh. All right, I let out a sigh and
Okay.
then continue walking towards Yumik's cave.
So you two at the entrance of Yumik's cave. Bree, you're gonna have to give me one athletics check to climb up the gravel.
I mean, I
passage.
wouldn't know that I'm supposed to do that, but I'm just guessing.
I'm gonna
You knew
tell
where
you
we
now
were
that
headed.
you're gonna do that.
No, I mean, as in,
Yeah.
I don't know that I have to go that way. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
But I will do it anyway. My athletics check is a. Hang on. Athletics or acrobatics?
Athletics.
That's an 18.
So you climb up the gravel, and you guys meet up at the entrance to Yumik's cave.
Okay,
Okay.
so let's be very, very careful because I do not want to be betrayed and end up with a dead human with blood on our hands. He told us not to trust him, so what's our plan to make sure we don't get betrayed here?
I don't really have a plan.
Well, I have the head.
Right
I mean, can we agree that if he does kill the human, we kill him?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like that's
fair. Okay.
or
All right,
something.
well,
Or it
wonder-
is a very broad definition of fair. Yes.
yes. So let's go in, and I don't know if he probably doesn't want the head. He probably just wants to see it as evidence. I'm going to keep the head in my bag for now and play it kind of.
You want to do the talking? You're
What?
kind of good with goblins, aren't you?
Oh, was he a goblin? Could have sworn he
Everyone
was
in here is a goblin except us.
Yep.
Oh, I don't know.
And the human.
All right. Yeah. So let's go on in. So we enter, and
In the lower area of the cave, you see 3 goblins around the corpse of Frank, all crying and mourning. They've set up a bunch of candles around his body, and they're apparently praying.
Do they
to
see
their
us
god.
as we walk in?
They don't really care right now because Frank is dead.
I would just
Okay.
Bree kind of just makes a
Where-
step forward and goes like, guys, just so you know, Frank's death had nothing to do with me. It was those two.
They don't listen to you.
Okay.
They're so wrapped up in their grief for Frank.
Okay.
Can I
Bree
do some
kind
of
kind of
had
cleric
kids.
thing?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can I do some kind of cleric thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Can
that
I
was going to be my question.
roll religion and
Mhm.
see if I recognize the ritual that they do, and then as a good cleric, kind of do some kind of not like as a spell blessing, but like kind of what a goblin shaman would do or something
Mhm.
to like appease
Yeah.
them or something. Because
Roll
I
me
kind
some
of do feel
religion.
bad about that.
I might do the same after he does
So
it.
you should.
So I rolled a 12 plus a 2. That's a 14.
So you recognize what kind of ritual they would have to be doing. However, that involves sort of making a sign on the goblin's forehead, and you kind of smashed his skull in. So that's a bit awkward for a moment. You hesitate, and
Do it on
you
his chest
decide to.
instead.
Yeah, exactly. So the goblins look at you a bit funny, and then they all sigh, and they form a huddle over the corpse of Frank.
I would also like to. I speak Goblin, and I would also like to roll for religion and see if I could say a prayer in Goblin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so religion. Wait, so roll the
We should
20.
clean up our mess like a little bit.
I can't believe this became a thing.
Yes.
I love it.
Okay, so all right, hang on one second. I gotta see what my. So it's 11 plus 5, so 16 religion, and then I say it in Goblin.
So they all seem soothed by this prayer, and they give you a look of appreciation, like from one warrior to another. Like, yeah, we know you killed him, but we appreciate that you're trying to give him the last honor, like that sort of thing. And then they go back to their commemorative huddle.
Yeah, I back away and go. And then go back to my people.
They all do the same thing, because that's the goblin sign for respect you, bro.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so anything...
While the guys do that, can I go and like see if I see the human or the other?
So the human is still chained to the front of the ledge, and is looking pretty mangled. The moment Yimik sees you guys, he goes over to the ledge and grabs the human's head again. Doing this thing again.
How'd it feel?
And looks at you guys and says, "So, you got the head?"
Yeah, we do.
Wait, I want to
say that in Goblin. Do I understand that?
So I say.
No, you said it in common.
Just to review the terms of our deal, if we killed Clark and brought you his head, you were going to hand over this human to us unharmed, or at least not cause him any more harm.
Yeah, if you bring me Clog's head, make me boss, give me 50 gold pieces, you'll get the human.
You did not say that.
That was not part of the deal.
Yeah, I most definitely did. Didn't I? And the human goes...
Can I do a actually, that was not part of the deal. You never said that.
He takes his knife and just gently scrapes the cheek of the human, and just blood starts trickling down it.
I don't even have 50 gold to... I kind of like look over...
I kind of feel like doing the intimidation thing again and like grab into your backpack, get out the head, and do the whole routine that I did before. And just shout, "We do not agree to a new deal. And if you don't give us the human, you will end up like this guy."
The human opens his mouth, and with sort of his last bit of energy, he shouts at you, "Just leave me here, it doesn't matter. Just go and tell everyone what happened here and rescue Gundren. My life doesn't matter. All that matters is the cause." The Yimik looks at you. "Seriously, guys, I was wondering about that. You never asked for this human's name." "My name is..."
I kind of looked at you guys and go like, rookie mistake.
I shout with this boomy voice that I got, "It's on principle."
He was like, "Oh yeah."
He goes, "You know what else is on principle?" And he starts very gently shoving his knife into the cheek of the human. Very slowly.
Wait. Okay. So if we find a way to give you 50 gold on top of all this, you will release this human to us alive.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to check for, what do you call it, an insight check?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I just want to see if I can figure out if he's lying or not.
Oh, should have done that earlier.
Yeah, I know, right? I thought about that. It was like one of those things you're going to sleep that night and you're like, your eyes pop back up and you're like, "I didn't do an insight check." All right,
we did
so
some insight checks, but we didn't do that on this specifically because we did it on whether or not he has any health potions or something.
Yeah, the potion. That's right. So with everything, it's 16.
So yeah, he's genuine. He just wants some more gold for his purposes, but he will give you the human.
Okay. So I ask him. I say, "Could you give us just a moment to speak to one another to see if we can get the gold together?"
Yeah.
Okay. Just a second. And so I kind of like tell them to kind of like huddle with me, and I say to them...
While you do that, he does this really disgusting thing where he puts his knife to the side and he sort of traces the wound and then licks up the blood with his goblin finger.
Yeah. I kind of turn to him and I go, "Oh, that's really cute." All right, so...
He looks you straight in the eye as he does it, just because, it's a power move.
It's intimidating, yeah. Guys, I have 5 gold pieces to my name, so it's not even possible. Does anyone have any other ideas?
You know what? I have an idea.
Okay, go ahead.
All right. I don't like this.
Bree
I don't
looks
like
at you,
this
goes
new
like,
deal.
"You have an idea."
I have an idea. I don't like this new deal. I don't like being played at like. So, you guys remember that statue that I found?
Yeah. one that's not
worth
magical.
It's worth
Pretty.
a pretty. It would be worth a pretty decent amount of money.
How much would you say?
So, I don't know. Maybe not quite the 50, but like
Okay.
maybe like 40 or something. And so we could. I mean, it's got gold eyes. It's pretty good. It's a jade statue with gems for eyes. So we can probably like tell him that that's the best we got, and that'll be fine.
Roll for appraisal.
But my idea with that is I also don't want to give him that either. So how about we got if I think about this, we got two options. Either one of us could, like, if he agrees to it, throw it at him so that he would have to catch it, and we could try to then try to attack him on that, because we've attacked kind of pretty much everyone in this cave by now. So
Yeah, you guys
or
could
we
just
could-
pull a Frank.
Yeah, I don't.
Or
I'm
we
thinking
could-
about
or we
Frank.
could-
I feel bad.
or
Do we want
could-
another Frank?
We could come over as a group of 3 to hand it over to him, basically, so that it doesn't get thrown into the ledge or the like. And one of us does that. Another one can try to like sneak away his knife and kind of capture him.
I say, if you will let him have it, have the golden. What is it? A frog?
Yeah.
And I will find a way eventually to pay you back for it. It matters that much to me to try to preserve as much life as possible. We've shed so much blood here. I don't know if I could take any more.
Well, I mean, we do need to give him the statue anyway, and I'm pretty sure, because weirdly enough, I've got the feeling that the other goblins kind of respect us by
Right.
now. So if we can just capture this guy because he got greedy, and then just get the human and then just get out of here,
And hand him over
can-
to the.
we can basically keep the statue and
We don't have to kill him.
and knock him unconscious and then just leave or something.
If you give me an hour to take a nap, I can. I can prepare a spell to put him to sleep. But
I don't think he'll give us an hour.
he won't give us an hour. You're right. Okay, so what is our official plan then?
I mean, we could try and ask him if he'll give us an hour outside, and so we can sleep for an hour and then, like,
And get the
tell him
gold.
that-
Tell him we're going to get the gold.
and then have a rest, and then you come in back in and put him to sleep.
Can I
We
just
can-
say the human looks pretty mangled? Are you guys sure that he's going to survive that long?
Yeah.
As you look over there, you see Yimik currently painting a heart on the human's cheek in his own blood.
I turn to Yimik and I say, "Just a moment longer. We're almost ready."
So
Okay.
polite.
Yes. Okay. So do we want to ask him? Or do we want to risk an hour longer for this
I
when
don't
the
think
human
so.
might die anyway? I don't
I
think so
don't think so.
either.
So we
human's
could
probably gonna die.
either we have to like take a vote and say, do we want to hand the statue over, or do we want to try to capture him while we do that? I mean, we do have a
The
rope
goblins
with
have
sleight
finished
of
their
hand thing.
ritual, and they are setting the corpse of Frank on fire now, as is goblin tradition.
Okay.
So Bree, do you think you would be able to like put a rope around this goblin while he's busy with the transaction?
Particularly if they're like, I mean, I'm assuming that Frank smokes quite a bit. There's quite a bit of smoke coming from Frank as we speak. That should give me a bit of the distraction that I need.
The goblins are now doing a little procession up the steps to the upper floor where Yimik is.
So
Okay.
Jill, are you in?
Guys, I could
Okay.
also use this ability, my prestidigitation ability, to temporarily stun him with a flash of light.
I
to
just
distract him.
kind of join I leave the group while they're still discussing, and I join the group because they're making their way towards Yimik, and I get my. Oh, do I still have my robe, or did I leave that with the wolf?
Why would you?
Good question.
Yeah, you tell us.
I mean, the goblins. The goblins are going up the steps to Yimik, and as you try to join them, they turn around and they just gently tell you, "This is goblin territory. You should intrude."
Right. Mm-hmm.
So we would
Okay.
have to, we
So
would
I
have
turn
to
around to the
negotiate that
group,
we
go
can-
like, "Nope."
Here's the thing. We have to make sure he releases him before we hand him the frog.
Well,
We have to.
We can.
Yimik
negotiate
is
that we
starting
have
to
come
talk to
over.
the goblins.
Oh,
Come on, we
gosh.
just need to negotiate that we just need to get over there
Okay, let's go.
and then do it. Do you
All right.
wanna...
Two of the goblins
we break.
are Hank and another one are going down the steps and standing on both sides of the human.
Okay, so there, I noticed this, and I say it looks like they might be about to take this human's life as revenge for us taking Hank's life. So let's do this now.
Hank is still alive. Frank.
Frank,
Frank is
sorry. Thank you.
It's important.
Frank's life. Okay, so I tell you make okay, we're ready. We've reached a deal to get you what you want.
All right.
So I take.
First of all, would you mind having your goblins have them back away from the prisoner?
No, they're going to stand here because someone needs to release the prisoner. Someone needs to, unchain him.
Okay. So we found something valuable that belonged to Clark, and I kind of motioned to Derek to take it out.
Hold it up.
This is has golden eyes, and it is worth upwards of, by our estimates, about 40 gold pieces.
50. God damn it!
40 to
50.
Yimik
50.
says-
Who means 50?
All right, Hank. He motions to Hank, and Hank comes forward and holds out his hands to receive the frog statuette.
No, you have to release the human first.
Yimik says, "Yeah, that's not how that works," and he kills the human.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. Let me go ahead and launch.
Are you feeling like frosting someone?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna launch Ray of Frost. Should I launch it? You know what? Yeah, let me go ahead and launch this at Yimik, Ray of Frost.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So let's see.
Let me just write down some stats for.
Yeah, go ahead. Because we're about to fight all the goblins. I assume.
I mean, it's
Real
kind of your
shit,
choice. You could have just taken the fucking human.
Could have taken.
Also,
the human.
please hurry up. Yeah, you could have just given him the frog and taken the human.
I just didn't want to. I'm just.
And get more
I-
information as well. So
I thought that they were going to kill the human
Anywho.
right after we gave him the.
no,
Yeah.
This is what I expected as well.
you did an
Yeah.
inside check.
Yeah. All right. So here we go.
Anywho, so yeah, there you
All right.
go.
So 20. I rolled 15 plus 5 is 20.
You hit him.
And it's going to be for 7 damage.
Roll initiative, everyone.
Whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
True Bree
16.
fashion, it's a 6.
Who? So 20.
All right.
Sweet.
Ready to fight.
I had a 16 if you didn't hear that.
Okay, sorry, I didn't. First is Gil. You're gonna get an extra attack because that just now was, a thing.
Right. So there's one standing directly in front of me holding out his hands, right?
That's Hank.
Okay.
Joe.
So I tell Hank, I tell Hank, move and we don't have to fight. And he's
We
probably not going
talked
to move.
about this.
Yeah, we talked about this.
Is that what you want your turn to be?
No. I'm going to say to Hank, move and we don't have to fight. And I'm going to launch Ray of Frost again at only Yemik.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm sure Hank will stab me, but it is what it is. All right. So,
Worth it.
yeah, it's worth it. So 12
We're
plus
so
5.
bad at this game.
17.
Uh-huh. Yep, you hit.
Okay, and 8 damage. Ooh.
Okay. Yemik is dead. Yemik freezes to a block of ice and just crumbles and shatters to the floor.
What's the other
So
goblin's
I yell,
reaction to
I
to
yell
that?
again. Yeah, I yell again. Our quarrel is not with you; it was with Yemik.
The goblins are like, fine, cool. They're really pissed off.
Oh, so
They put down their weapons. One of them, Hank just looks at you and goes, yeah, goes over to Frank's burning corpse and just sits down there and just stares at him like, what a fucking day. And the other two they literally just stay. One of them goes back up to the upper level and the other one stays on the upper level, and they just start looking through Yemik's possessions to divide them up.
Okay. So I suppose I walk up to the body of the dead human. What was his name again? Did we ever get
You
it?
don't know.
No.
You never found out.
Oh, okay. So and just
Gundren.
search his
Yeah,
just search
it's
his
that
body. Just search his body for
Uh-huh.
anything. Maybe he's got his driver's license.
All you find is a sigil of a blue lion,
Mhm.
and you also find another sigil which you don't know, which has a sort of a key on it,
Yep.
What's it made of?
and a sword.
What's a sigil made of?
This sigil it's sort of like a little metal thingy, like a form of ID. With the same thing that's on his clothes, really. It's a key and a sword, and you also find a little note with a black spider drawn on it.
A black spider?
Yeah,
Spider or spire?
spider.
Spider. Okay.
Like arachnid boy.
Arachnid boy.
Just
The
not
ring?
your regular spider.
Can I?
Okay.
What would I have to roll to see if I can identify the key and what was the key and sword?
You've never seen it before.
Okay.
So there's not like a history. I wouldn't know anything from history about it.
No, not right now.
Okay. Got it. Okay. All right. Well, that's a dead end for us then. So
Are you telling us about that?
Yeah, I'm saying.
Oh, sorry.
I'm saying that I basically hand the items to you to see for yourself.
Mhm.
Instead of describing.
Hank is walking over to him and says, "Listen, it's been a rough day for all of us. How about you guys just get lost?"
Yep, I agree.
I thought we'd do that.
Yep.
while
Sorry, Hank.
we
Goodbye.
walk, though, you did
Mhm.
hand me a note now, did you not? So I could read the note.
Yeah, I've handed you what I found.
But we will do that, but we'll do it after a 10 to 15 minute break because we're already way over that. So, yes, let's have a short rest in real life, not in character. Grab a drink, grab a snack. We'll be right back. If you've enjoyed this first half, give us a follow here on Twitch, on YouTube, or on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube channel to never miss an episode. Remember, tonight's question in the chat is if you could combine any two creatures to make the perfect familiar, which creatures would that be and why? Also, if you want to create some amazing fan art of Derek Battlehammer and all these cantrips walking into the cavern with Clark, please do so. And send it to us on Facebook, ideally, because that's where we can respond most easily. Yeah, see you in about 10-15 minutes after a little break. And we are back. by the book. Hope you all got some rest and recovered from that turn of events. So we've all leveled up during the break. So yay, I guess.
Got that going, which is nice.
And now the three of them, the three heroes, are walking out to Cragmaw Cave. What to do?
I think
feel a
Bree's
little
just
tired.
like I'm just kind of like so ready and happy to get out of there because I haven't seen the sunlight in so long.
Is it
And oh
sunlight?
my god, I can finally see again, guys. It's amazing. It's like you guys in there, just me like out here, and I can actually see. It's brilliant.
It's so. Hold on. What time did you go in? I think you went in around midnight. So I'm going to say it's about. Let's say it's about 4 or 5 in the morning now. So the sun is coming up.
Okay, I can kind of see, guys. It's great.
I asked Derek if I could see the note that we found on.
Yeah, right. We found a note.
And then I would like to look it over and see if there's anything on it besides a spider.
What was the spider we also didn't recognize, or was that something that we can roll investigation or history or something on?
You can roll for whatever you like now.
All right.
Okay.
So
Well done, guys.
can you describe the note to me one more time? What exactly?
Yeah. So it's a piece of parchment, and it looks like it's been ripped from an actual note.
Mhm.
And it's just the bottom thing. So what you think it looks the bottom? There we go again. So what you think you can see is just that it's sort of the signature of a note, and it's a torn piece of parchment with a black spider on it. That's all.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
Hair in my face as well.
Can you tell me what else we also found on him really quick? I forgot to write it down.
You found for one, you found the blue lion sigil.
Okay.
That you saw on all the loot. And you have like a little medal sigil thingy, with a key and a sword on it.
The sigil has a key and a sword on it, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I would like to, and you said that there's nothing really else to investigate about the parchment or the sigils?
You could make a history check to know anything more about any of those sigils.
Okay. I'd like to see what I know about the history of the sigils.
Mm-hmm. Which one?
Let me take a look at the one with the key and the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, 16, 17, 19.
You remember the stable boy back in Neverwinter mentioning something about Gundren leaving with someone from something called the Lord's Alliance, which is some form of security, prosperity, blah, organization thing.
Security organization, okay. And I kind of hand the other one off to Derek and ask him if he knows anything about it. The other sigil.
Which one? The lion one?
Yes, the one. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or about the history
we know
of it.
what the lion one is, right? It is kind of a merchant's guild's emblem.
Yeah, you know
Right,
it's
is that
the hold on. It was called the Lion Shield Coaster.
I wanna roll history and see if I remember where they're. We were going towards Neverwinter, right? Where are we going?
You're going to. You were going. You were heading towards Phandalin.
Ah. I was thinking if it would make sense to know where they're located, so that our first stop could be like to go there and talk to them about stolen goods and this security thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, let's do that.
Give me a roll.
I roll a 14.
You remember that the Lion Shield Coaster are sort of a delivery service thing of sorts. So they're a big merchants company from the East Coast that sort of send caravans with supplies and with their products all over the country, especially to remote areas.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, their headquarters are somewhere on the East Coast. So that's a long, long, long way away. In a city called Yartar.
Ooh. Can we have
All right.
another map of where we currently are, like the big zoomed out one?
Yes.
Trying to remember.
Okay, I hope I'm a little louder now. Oh,
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, we can hear
definitely.
really well.
I
So
just took a
you're
little-
basically on the west coast. You came from hold on.
Neverwinter.
From
from
exactly. You
Neverwinter.
came from Neverwinter on the west coast. You walked you walked what? You traveled south. Yeah, you traveled south from there along the high road, and then you turned east onto the tribal trail towards Phandalin, which is where you were supposed to meet Gundren Rockseeker.
Mhm.
And that's where you saw the dead horses and all of that stuff happened.
And
Okay.
then we went into the woods.
Okay.
Sorry, I'm looking at the map really quick. Oh nope,
Sorry,
it's
it
gone.
was the
Never
wrong
mind.
map. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Interesting. So yeah, you were basically heading east along the tribal trail, which will take you directly to Phandalin. You're about half a day's travel away from Phandalin.
Okay, we're now outside. So, Gil, wasn't there something around here that you were looking for? Some place that was desecrated or something? Is that around here
Yes.
somewhere?
I've received visions while I was meditating once. They were sent to me from Ogma about one of his shrines that has been defiled in a place called Cragmaw Castle. But I haven't seen anything that looks anything like it. But I know that the goblins have desecrated it and dedicated it to their own vile god, whose name is Magubliet. But I haven't seen
Glubiet.
any Magubliet.
Maglubiet.
Maglubiet.
Sorry,
Maglubiet.
it's very, very important.
Maglubiet. Okay, but I haven't seen any trace of or signs of a castle, so it doesn't really come into play here. I know of someone in Phandalin, Sister Garael. She's a contact of mine. My visions told me that I should go to her for further information if I needed help, but I don't know how much that would help us with this matter.
I mean, I chip in to just mention that I know Phandalin really well, so I could probably, if you wanted to get in touch with people there, I could probably sort you out.
Is that
Not that
what?
I'm very keen on going to Phandalin, but we could.
There is
Yeah.
these thieves people in Phandalin, aren't there? What's it called? The Red Brens, aren't there?
Maybe.
I'm not
Bree
familiar with
kind of
them.
shuts up and turns away and doesn't engage with the conversation right now.
Huh.
I'm not familiar with these. What did you say they're called?
They're called the Red Brens.
No, I'm not aware of them.
They're kind of a group of thugs who are like, they're pushing people around in Phandelver, which is, I don't like that. You know, I was a soldier. I used to be a soldier, and I believe in equal rights for everyone. And I get very, very angry when I hear about people that are in a position of power or something and try to use it to push people around. And I heard that that's something that's happening in Phandalin, and so I would be. I don't know. Maybe we should have a look, and if we come across those people, I would gladly have a very stern talk to them.
It sounds like we all have reasons to be in Phandalin, or not be in Phandalin. According
Why
to
would you want to go to Phandalin, Bree?
Phandalin is a really lovely place. It's beautiful in the summer, so I've heard.
Well, it is summer, so how about that?
Okay. Do we want to head that direction then?
Do we want to go like right now, or do we need a round of sleep?
Yeah, does anyone need a break? I feel like I could eat something.
Yeah, we've been through a lot today. We have been through quite an ordeal today. I would not object to stopping for some meditation and prayer.
So you settle back down at your usual campsite outside the cave.
Got really bad.
The two dead goblins are still lying around there somewhere. You can decide if you want to, throw them into the shrubbery or something like that. But you make camp there and sleep for a couple of hours. So now it's if you want to take a long rest, this is your chance.
How long do we want to stay here?
That's really like, that was a lot of fighting. I could really use a long break right now.
Okay, I agree.
Incidentally, that was a lot of fighting.
You see,
there was fighting. I missed that.
You see Gil kind of go off by himself and take out his tome and begin writing in it while he meditates.
Yeah, Bree looks at Darren and goes, "Do you want to have first watch, or do you want me to do it?"
Sure. No,
right.
I can do it.
In that case, Bree just curls up in a corner and goes to sleep very quickly and snores very loudly.
Gil puts away his tome and takes out his spell book and begins working with it.
You all have a lovely long rest.
Game question.
Yeah.
Does that mean I get back to hit point maximum?
Yes.
Okay.
We'll get everything back,
Nice.
including spell slots.
Fran, would you like to know the spells that I have prepared?
Yeesh.
Okay. I have prepared Burning Hands, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Shield, and Sleep.
All right. Cool.
I never told you which ones I prepared. Or did I?
I don't think you did, no. But
do
it's
you
mainly
need to know?
about which ones. See, the reason behind this is that you can change which spells you've got prepared every long rest. So you've only got a certain amount of spells.
Yeah.
But if you don't want to change them, then I don't need to know every time.
I have an additional one prepared now, so that's
cool.
Because I get an additional one.
Well, we'll find out once we enter combat again.
Exactly.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Right. So you all wake up rested and less afraid and exhausted. Having had weird dreams about goblin funerals and chopped off heads and weird wolves and people with red eyes and red cloaks and all of that stuff.
And butts.
and lots of butts and marshmallows and butts that look like marshmallows and marshmallows.
Does it look like
butts?
butts? Yeah.
Incidentally, Bree wakes up with a very happy face.
Okay.
We know who's into marshmallows and butts.
I mean, who is it?
Okay.
At least one of those should appeal to everyone.
Right.
Cool. So
Okay.
yeah, you pack up and you start heading back through the underbrush along the goblin trail that you followed here, back towards the tribal trail, where you find the charred remains of the cart.
I would like
And
to
the-
search
the-
the card to see if
haven't
there's
seen it.
anything useful left.
It is completely burnt down.
Okay,
There is
I will
nothing
not touch
useful
the card.
left.
I will kind of
You can
glance
also
at it.
not use it.
I will glance at it and go like, those goblins know the explosion work. Nice.
Yeah.
Well done. Well
There's
done.
some burnt wood if you need burnt wood.
Oh, I know things.
And she's like, yeah, I'll take the burnt wood.
You can have like some awesome ash painting in your face if you feel like it.
On a bald head.
On your balls. What happened to your face, by the way?
I didn't want to ask.
That's an excellent suggestion. Thank you, Derek. Thank you.
So you
It's just
basically
like,
try to cover
you know-
up your baldness.
no, just a really good race stripe, like once across the head.
She paints a comb over on her head.
No, I do not.
Okay, so you start heading east on the tribal trail past the decaying corpses of the two horses. In the afternoon, some point in the late afternoon, around 5 p.m., you finally see the outskirts of Phandalin. So what you can see is about 40 to 50 buildings. They all seem pretty new, mostly timber stacked, timber stacked houses, lots of wood, not that much stone yet. The buildings that you do see seem to have been constructed on top of ruins of other buildings, which seem much grander and bigger, and there are also lots of ruins around these buildings. So it seems like basically this little town, it's a quiet village, has been built onto the ruins of a big city. It seems like every day like the one before.
Yeah.
Little town full of little people.
Little people.
It's late afternoon. There are kids playing in the street. There are people going about their business.
Bree stops still at the first view of the town. Yeah.
Why do you stop?
I feel like this is a good time to mention to you guys that I'm kind of wanted dead in Phandalin.
You what?
Yeah, this is perfect time for that. Details?
I'm kind of wanted by the rat brands.
Oh, that's the group you were talking about earlier, Derek.
Yes, they are.
They're very nice people, really, if you get to meet them.
That's not what I heard.
Yeah.
They
Like,
just
not even a
happen
little bit.
to want to kill me.
Okay.
I mean, no biggie.
How did
you
that
need-
happen? What?
Do
Why?
you need a disguise? Do you have something? Well, you don't have your hair anymore. Maybe that's enough.
Maybe that's enough. I don't think I want to take my chances on that, so I'll probably like put on a hood and be a bit extra sneaky and
Okay.
maybe hide behind you guys.
Okay.
Do you want to, is there anyone specifically that we should watch out for? Do we get to know why they want you dead? Because I would be curious to know.
I
Why?
feel like that's a good story to be told around a fire on a quiet winter night, if you get my drift.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't bother you.
Yep. I guess we're keeping some secrets amongst us. All right. So let's continue. As I've
I
said
really
before,
love you guys. I really love you. Just that one.
I mean,
Indulge me
just
on that
know
one.
that if I find one of those red brands and they kind of want to hurt you, I will take this opportunity to see if I can't restore a little bit of order in Phandalin.
I don't personally know the red brands, but from what you two have told me about them, I'm the same. I would be happy to help.
Well, there's
Um,
this one guy, Glassstaff. I just really do not like that guy. Like,
what is his name?
Ugh.
Glass
Glassstaff.
stuff. Well, if you see him, please let us know.
Yeah, he's a dick.
Good to know. As I've said, I do have a contact here in Phandalin. Garael. I don't know where she's located though. I don't know. She's at the a temple, I would assume. But let's just continue. Let's just proceed on into the city
Yeah.
and see what we see. Maybe there's some opportunities for shopping as well.
Yeah.
I could use a health.
I mean,
use
if
some
if it's of
potions.
any help, my brother lives in Phandalin, like kind of on the outskirts of Phandalin, so we could
Mhm.
probably stay with him if we need to. But I'm guessing that his house is quite guarded by the rat brands.
Is he part of the Red Brands?
No.
Okay.
That's not. I don't like that. I don't like the sound of that. No.
You can
Yeah.
roll an
He's a-
insight check.
on my. Oh.
He's a really nice guy.
I'll roll an
I'm gonna
insight
roll
check.
an inside check if that's a nice guy.
How about Bree? You roll me some deception against their insight checks,
Okay.
and if they're rolling higher, you have to tell them the truth
Oh.
because they know you're lying.
Well, my deception is 21.
Oh, nat 20.
Well, you don't have to. I got a 12, so.
Well, I guess Derek gets a truce then.
Yeah, he's not buying it. He's not buying any of it.
I'm not buying that.
Well, if you must know, I am
Am I hearing this?
a rat
You're
brand.
standing next to them.
Okay, so.
I'm kind of a rat brand myself.
Whoa.
But I mean, if it's of any consolation to you guys, they kind of hate me. I don't know why. It's this guy Glassstaff who leads them. He's like, as I said, he's a total asshole. Like he's got something against me. Now he wants me dead, and all the red brands want me dead. And the only guy I can trust still in that town is my brother because he was clever enough to never join this gang. And well, yeah, it's a bit shit. Okay, don't really want to talk about it.
I kind of look at Derek and raise my eyebrows a bit, and then look back at Bree and just nod.
Do you still like? Does that mean you don't want the rat brands down? Do you like those people? Is that something you would stand against me?
No, I'm kind of cool with that. I mean, they basically haunted me out of Phandalin, and like I haven't seen my brother in like 2 years, and I'm kind of angry at them. So, and then plus they're making my brother's life really hard. So yeah, no, they can go down.
I tell you what, I heard about this person called Darren Eatermath, who kind of is looking for mercenaries to bring down the red brands. So if that sounds like a job to you guys, then that is absolutely something that we could be doing.
Is he like working with Helia Thornton? Because she just kind of like a similar thing.
I haven't heard that word before. That name is not. Maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
Sounds like they have brought up some people against them. I like that. But yeah, I guess I should still not show my face.
That makes sense. And I would still say that our first goal if you agree with me, would be to find my cousin. Because right
Agreed.
now, I would really like to know where my cousin is.
Agreed.
Yeah,
We all have
yeah.
our various reasons for being here, but I think we can all agree that our primary objective at this time is to locate your cousin and find
And
out
kill
what
the Red
happened.
Brands. No, okay. No, that's fine. His cousin. It's fine.
If we could, though, I would like to stop and visit with Garael if the opportunity arises.
Well, I don't know where my
Yeah.
contact is either, and if you say that your contact is probably in the temple, that seems like this is the best bet we got concerning people we know in Phandalin, because that's apparently the only person that we know the location of,
Well,
and maybe
she's
that person knows other locations as well.
Sister Garael. She is a priest of Timora, the goddess of luck. So it seems as good a place as any, especially if she can offer us some
Yeah.
luck. Given the luck we've
Samara
had
is my
recently.
gal. Yeah.
No, good to know.
Well,
Okay, so shall we continue on into the city?
Yeah.
Let's
Let's go.
Let me just guys. Let me just get my hooded cloak out of my backpack.
I have a question for the DM.
Yes.
Do we have a map of the city by chance?
yes, we do.
Yes, you do.
Oh, is it already sent? Oh,
Yeah, you're entering the city basically from the north,
okay.
from the tribal trail. So you're standing now at the edge of the town.
Mhm.
Do you want to enter the town?
Could I do a quick history check to find out what the rubble is all about?
Yeah.
Okay. See if I recall anything about why
Mhm.
there is rubble with new places built on top of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so hang on, I don't ever remember my modifier for. Okay, 18.
Yeah, you remember the old stories about Phandalin, which was a great city under the protection of something known as the Phandelver's Pact, which related to the mine of Phandelver, which was located in a wondrous cave called Wave Echo Cave, in which great treasure and great magical power could be found. And the humans and the dwarves were mining it together, and the elves, and in mining those caves and exchanging the items and forging them together and all of that. However, a powerful band of orcs raided the cave and destroyed everything in there. Destroyed the town of Phandalin, well, the rich merchant city of Phandalin, and basically killed everyone there. And for centuries, the whole town lay in ruins, and nobody dared really settle there anymore because orcs were still in the area, and the location of Wave Echo Cave was lost. For centuries, adventurers and treasure seekers have scoured the area, but nobody has been able to find Wave Echo Cave, and lots of them didn't even come back.
Okay.
A couple of years back, people finally decided that it, would be time to revive the glory of Phandalin, especially because it's an important post on the tribal trail between, the lands further east and the coast on the west.
Right.
And that's how Phandalin sort of re-emerged, if you will. So that was about, a couple of years ago, 3-4 years ago. And that's how the Rockseeker brothers, there's 3 Rockseeker brothers. That would be something you, Derek, would know. That's how they got involved, because they decided to search for Wave Echo Cave. But they're not the only ones, obviously.
Yes, they do.
Guys, fun fact, this used to be a town or a great city that was filled with riches due to something called the Phandelver's Pact, which allowed humans, dwarves, and elves to work together to mine some caves where there were great riches. It was called the Wave Echo Cave. Unfortunately, that came to a tragic end when orcs raided and destroyed the city here and left a lot of death and ruin behind. And for centuries, it has remained that way. But as you can see, within the last few years, a new city has reemerged.
I
Just thought everyone would like to know.
I laugh a little bit about this, and I look at the elf once again, and I go, I know this.
Bree just kind of sighs and goes like, "Oh, you should have seen the city. Like so many innocent people like swooping in, and they were just so stupid. It was almost too easy to rob them. It was great."
The elf is rather surprised that his superior education has not given him the upper hand and given him sole ownership of this knowledge.
Nope, it has not.
So are
Hey,
you
Bree, try not to rob
into
anyone, right?
into the town?
Yes,
Yeah,
we are. Well, now that we know all about it, let's go.
Bree is kind of like putting her cloak up and
Right.
kind of
And-
half hiding.
Hey, Bree, do you know where the
behind
temple
elf.
is? Do you know where the temple is? Can you lead us to the temple?
Yes,
How about
yes,
that?
I do. I mean, I live there, so I do.
Yeah, that's
You know where the shrine is. It's in the center of town, in the town square, basically.
Okay.
So that's where you would like to head?
Yes.
Right.
Sure.
So you're coming from the north,
Mhm.
Tribor Trail. And the first house you pass on your left is called Barthen's Provisions. That's where you were supposed to deliver your supplies and the wagon.
Let's stop by and say hello.
And meet. I mean,
Actually, maybe
Just-
we should.
just giving options.
I mean,
We
maybe
should.
we should actually.
Yep. So if we all see it, and I agree. Should we stop and let them know what happened?
Yeah, I mean, maybe my brother, my cousin escaped and ended up here somewhere, and
Let's go.
told them where he is.
All right.
Could be.
Who wants to deliver the bad news?
If you don't mind, I'll wait outside in the shadows. I don't know who to trust around here right now.
That's fine by me.
Sure.
So we enter.
Ding! There's a bell.
Of course there's a bell.
You no, it's ding 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 is a different shop.
Oh, sorry.
You enter Barthen's Provisions. Behind a counter and stocking some shelves is Elmar Barton, the owner, and scurrying around are two of his clerks, two young men.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's busy just restocking shelves.
I nudged Derek and kind of nod for him to go ahead. Deliver the news.
Well, hello there. I think you're waiting for a delivery.
He turns around and looks at you and looks at Nundro. No, hold on. You're not Nundro. He
No,
comes
I'm
off
not.
of his ladder.
Yeah, they all look the same.
But you must. Are you related to the Rockseekers somehow? Because you look exactly like Nundro.
Yes, I do. That's it's one of my three cousins.
Oh, okay.
We are. Like my mother used to tell me that we all kind of look like our granddad, and that's
Right, of course, you're the ones with the wagon. Amazing, great thing that you're here. So, yeah, and Thistle, can you just go outside and get the wagon and just
about
unload it?
that
for-
wagon. About that way.
Yeah.
We got ambushed and we got overpowered. I'm afraid.
Oh no!
So there is no delivery, and worst of all,
Okay.
we didn't all make it here
What?
because
The ox are
they-
dead.
The what?
the horses didn't all make it.
The ox.
Okay. Well, I mean, the oxen weren't mine, so I don't really care about them. But
No, okay.
where are Gundren and Silda?
We don't know. We don't know.
What do you mean you half don't know?
Well, Silva got killed during all this. He got captured.
Who's
they
they?
went first. They went.
Is it the bloody
Gundren
red
and-
brands again?
No,
I
it was-
wouldn't.
Is it
know.
the bloody red brands?
It was goblins.
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 A whole bunch of them.
Right.
And
Okay.
apparently they took Silva and Gundren, and we tracked them down, but it was too late for Silva. It was
Yeah.
you couldn't do anything about that.
He was in really
and,
bad shape. Very bad shape.
Oh,
They'd already put it in.
deception!
Dadgummit! I knew this was gonna happen.
Fair enough, though.
All right, hang on. Let's see.
Ooh, this is gonna be close. This is gonna be close. Wait, where's my
Hang
character
on.
sheet?
Oh no.
I roll an 11.
Not a good sound.
I rolled a 13. Or no, my total was 13, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he nods and says, "Okay, I won't pry any further into it. You must have seen horrible things.
But we
I'm
haven't
devastated
found
to hear this.
Gundren.
Actually,
We haven't found Gundren, and we were hoping that maybe he escaped them and has somehow made his way here.
well, he was supposed to come here with Silda, but damn. I mean, this is horrible news. I mean, Nundra and Tharden, they're somewhere outside town they've
Oh,
been
they
outside
maybe
for a
do.
10 day, and they're supposed to come back any day now. What will they say?
Who did you say?
Nundro and Tharden Rockseeker, his brothers, Gundren's brothers. They were in the area as well. The three of them were supposed to meet here, and they've been looking for something outside of town. They were supposed to be back.
What were they looking for?
One of these days.
I look at Gil and I say they have a mining.
I don't know.
A mining thing going on here. They try to do the
I have
mining get the mining operation back up, and the things on the wagon for Gundren were supplies to get this operation off the ground. And so I knew that my other cousins were on the way here, but I wasn't quite sure if they already made it here. So,
I have a question.
They were here a 10 day ago. They just stocked up on supplies and then headed off to the mountains.
well, at least they're not-
I have a
They said
question.
at least. Yeah.
I take out the letter or the piece of the letter with the spider on it and kind of hold it out to him and say, "Does this mean anything to you? Do you recognize this?"
No, I've never seen it.
And then also the two symbols, the two sigils, I hold those out as well.
Well, this one is obviously the line thingy coaster,
Right.
line shield coaster. I mean, they have a shop here in town. Wait, how
They
did you
do.
get this? Yeah, of course they do.
We found it in the caves with the goblins.
Oh no, they must have robbed the supplies. We've been wondering about that because we've been waiting for deliveries for weeks.
What did you say the name of the company is again with the lions?
The Lion Shield coaster.
The Lion Shield. Okay. Okay. And what about the other one? Have you seen this before?
Yeah, of course. It's that guy, that guy who came here. What's it called? The Lord's Alliance. Yeah, he was part of that as well. But he disappeared about a couple of months ago.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah, that's why we called for Silda, because we need some order in this town, and you can't go better than the Lord's Alliance.
Well, if they ever arrive.
Right.
So my
how far away?
So where did you get this sigil?
It belonged to, or it was among the items that belonged to.
What did you?
They were also in the Goblin's cave. They were
right.
Okay.
But they belonged to what was his?
Clog.
No, it wasn't Clark's. They were
What,
with
well,
the
what did he? What did he look like? What did he look
human.
like?
He was the human.
He was a human.
The one that didn't make it back. The one that was in bad shape and had been tortured.
Silder. He was
Yes.
so. Oh my god. Okay. I'm going to have to write a letter back to the Lord's Alliance. Excuse me. And he goes back into the back room.
Okay. All right.
I look at Gil and said, that could have been worse.
Yeah, it really could
for
have.
us.
Yeah, I'm glad he understood that the situation was pretty tragic and for the most part out of our control. Not completely, but a little bit. All right, so we exit, go back out and stand with Bree, and I tell Bree, he basically, you go ahead, Derek. Tell him what you found out about the other two brothers.
Well, I know now that my other two cousins are here in town. They with Gundren, together with Gundren, they tried to set up a mining operation here and basically restore the the good old dwarven mining days around here. And the goods we had on the wagon were supposed to be supplies for that. And my other cousins are here, but the shopkeep has not seen Gundren, so either he didn't make it back to town, or at least he didn't report back here.
We do know that the Blue Lion is part of the Lion's Shield, which I think was a merchant or delivery. I'm kind of getting the companies mixed up now, but they do have a location here in town.
Oh yes, around the corner.
Yep. He didn't talk. He eventually went in the back and said he would have to write a letter to the Lord's Alliance about what has happened. So that's where we are now. Let's continue on into town. And do you think it's worth stopping by the Lion's Shield, their headquarters here in town, and seeing if they have heard anything or know anything, or should we continue on to the shrine?
We could tell them where their supplies are. Maybe they'll like to know and send a few good people to retrieve him. I don't think the few goblins remaining will be a problem for whoever would go there and try to pick the stuff up. And I mean, it's probably supplies for the town as a whole, so that would probably be a good thing.
Okay.
Can we just put a note through the door and carry on? I mean, I'm sure your nun or whatever she is at the shrine, I'm sure she'll have some information about what's going on in town. This all seems a bit fishy.
I literally don't have ink and paper, so I couldn't do that.
I do have ink and paper, but I feel like we should tell them in person. I think it's the respectful
so
thing to do.
reasonable.
Hey, Bree, I tried outside with you.
Try to do the right thing sometimes. Yeah, that's fine. I'll tell them.
So,
So we head that way. Yeah, we're gonna head to the Blue Lion. The
Blue Lion coaster.
Yeah, they're called the Lion's Shield, is what he said.
The Lion Shield coaster. Yeah. So you continue on the sort of main street. Main street into the town center. Very soon on your left, you pass an inn. You can see it's called the Stonehill Inn, and it looks fairly respectable. And then sort of opposite from it, as you enter the town square, on your right you see the shrine, the local shrine of luck.
Okay. So guys, there's
ahead of you is the Lion Shield coaster.
Okay. So just really quick, I have a question just seeking clarification. The Lion Shield coaster, they said that was like the delivery service, or are they the guards? I'm getting them mixed up.
No, they're the service. That's why that was on the crates.
Okay, and then the Lord's Alliance was the actual
it's the security
security team that goes. Okay. So I'll step inside to the. Are you two are gonna wait out here?
Yeah, we're gonna.
Derek,
do you want a guard?
Come on in with
less attention.
Come on in with me, Derek. Come on.
Okay, I will.
I might forget something.
All right.
Okay, I'll just kind of stand outside and see if I spot anything that might be of future use.
All right. So we walk on into the Lion Shield coaster.
Yep. You see a woman, who's currently tending to some files, doing some calculations and stuff, admin work. As you come in, ding ding.
Haha.
She looks up and just nods, and then goes back to her writing and her calculations.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
Yes, we have just come from out of town. We were supposed to be delivering some goods of yours. I believe it was, they were yours, the Lion Shield coaster.
No, they were not.
Well, they were being delivered by them, right?
No, not by us though.
Oh, okay.
I'm busy here. Sort out your shit and then come back. Okay.
No. Okay. We went into we were seeking some of our goods, and we found a sigil on some crates inside of some caves. Have you been robbed by goblins, possibly, or had any issues lately?
We know that none of the supplies have been arriving in town.
Ah, well, we can tell you.
Weeks.
Yep, we know where they are.
You do?
Yes.
Well, that's amazing. Where are they?
Keep talking, Gil. You can do it.
Well,
how bad?
Just
how...
Where? Tell me where my supplies are.
How much
Go on, just spit it out already.
How much of your supply? How much is this information worth to you?
I'm trying to do the right thing. Oh my god, you're amazing.
Actually,
listen, pal. I don't have time for this stuff.
Okay. All right. Well,
you can tell me where the supplies are and where I can get them, or you can GTFO.
GTFO. Okay. So they are in.
Get thine face out.
They are in Cragmaw Cave. They are being guarded by goblins. And also, if you're going to go get them, be careful because there is a system where they flood you out. You'll hear like maybe an oi and then a bunch of water. But we did kill a lot of the goblins. And 2 of the head goblins are dead as well. So it might be open to anyone at this point if you want to go get them.
So where exactly is that?
Cragmaw Cave.
Do you have a map?
Yeah.
Then I can just draw it in for you.
She pulls out a map. Of course I have a bloody map. Who do you think I am?
So we came this way, so it should
Okay, don't patronize me, dwarf.
Well, do you want your goods or do you not?
Mm-hmm. Fine. So around there, yeah? She marks a spot on the map. Cool. Well, thanks, guys. If I'll have my people check in that location, and then I'll get back to you and see if you're lying or not.
Actually, we have a couple of questions for you really quick.
Yep.
We actually are searching for some missing dwarves. Derek can tell you more about them.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you may have heard about them. There's 3 brothers called the Rockseeker brothers who were set up camp here a few days ago.
Yep.
One of them was traveling with us and he went missing. And we were wondering.
Okay, why did he go missing and you didn't?
He was riding ahead of us.
Yeah.
Okay, so you weren't actually traveling with him? I mean,
we were supposed to meet up with him here, and we started together in Neverwinter, where we did travel together. At least him and I did. So, yeah.
Okay.
But then they went ahead, and we found that they had been ambushed, and we found one of them, and unfortunately, he did not make it. But we're still searching.
So Gundren didn't make it?
No, Gundren, we haven't found him yet. He could very well still be alive, and we hope he is.
Okay.
How do you know? Business partner is gone.
Did we tell you his name yet?
No, we have not.
I know the Rockseeker brothers. They've
Oh,
been here.
that's right.
Nundro and Sarden have been here.
Ah, okay. So
Like-
do you have any information? Have you heard anything, seen anything that would help us out at all?
I mean, I just know that people have been disappearing. Because, those bloody red brands. And,
Ah,
I don't know what they're going to be up to next. I mean, it's been a tough time here.
can I do an insight check to see if she's holding back anything?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. This is not good. It's going to be a 10.
She's not holding anything back.
Imagine that. All right. Okay. So it sounds like we need to pay a visit to the Red Brand brothers as well. Seems like they're tangled up in this
Those are
mess
not
somehow.
I don't think this woman can tell us a lot more, so I
No,
suggest
yeah,
to
let's
Jill
go.
that we'll leave.
Right. Thank you, ma'am, for your time.
Cool. Yeah.
Goodbye.
She
So-
just goes back to her files.
She was sassy.
Bree has tried to use her time well outside.
Mhm.
By
Would you-
seeing if she spot anything.
Yeah. Would you do me a perception check, please?
Ooh.
Yes, I will. That's a 19.
Mm-hmm. So there's not really that much going on. I mean, it's the usual hustle and bustle of an emerging trades town. You can tell that since it's getting a bit evening-ish, people are heading towards the tavern, the Stonehill Inn. You can overhear some of the guys that are walking past from the fields saying something like, "Oh yeah, it sucked. I mean, we used to go to the Sleeping Giant all the time, but now the Red Brands or something like that." And then from somewhere a couple of streets over, you hear a woman calling, "Cobb! Just come home already, it's dinner time!" And you see a little boy who was playing with some other kids a couple of feet away going, "I'm coming, Ma!" And shouting to his friends, "I'm going to show you the tunnel tomorrow then, bye!" And he runs off.
So she heard that, but we haven't heard it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we go back out. Okay, she wasn't very much help, but at least she knows where to find her missing stuff now for the company. Anything on your end, Bree?
I mean, seems that the Red Brands are annoying as ever. And
So we
What was-
heard.
we forgot the place that
Right.
Fran mentioned. Anyway, I think I got a lead, guys. I mean, something exciting.
What's
Like there was this little boy, right? And he
Mhm.
mentioned a tunnel. Tunnels are good,
Oh.
right? Tunnels,
that? Given this place's history,
like they can
tunnels are
hide
great.
stuff, right? I mean, they're probably full of goblins, but they're cool, right?
They are
That's-
probably full of goblins. Everything's full of goblins or Red Brand at this point.
So I mean, this clearly means we need to find and torture that little boy until he tells us where the tunnel is, right?
Why don't you
That's-
leave the questioning to us?
That's not
I'm
quite what that
joking,
means.
guys. Joking.
Okay. Okay.
I want to roll
so-
an insight check.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, why not? That's a nat 20.
Bree just looks at you and goes like, "Have you learned nothing about me? I would never harm any little animals or little children. I draw the line at like 9-year-olds."
Yeah. So this boy was okay. All right. So the shrine is just right here. Do you mind if I go to the shrine just really quick while we're next to it? Or
Yeah,
no.
let's do it.
Wait, what about the boys you saw? Are they? We don't want to lose them. You said you heard them talking about it. Where are they?
Kind of got an idea where his mom is. I think we'll be able to find him.
Okay, so you saw where the boy ran off to. Okay. So where's the shrine
Brandon.
in relation?
No.
You saw the rough direction, the street.
Bree
you-
goes,
you
yeah,
ran
yeah,
down,
totally saw that. Yeah, fine.
Okay.
Would you recognize the boy if you saw him again.
Hello. Yeah.
Cool.
What was he doing before? What was he doing before he ran off?
I'm just doing children things, you know? I mean, what do
So
children do?
There were others there?
Yeah.
Actually, but do children.
Where did they go? Are they still around here somewhere?
Some of them are still sitting there and playing with marbles or something.
You
Why
know
don't we
those
talk to them?
guys.
Let's talk to them while they're here. Come on.
Okay, I'm not very good with kids, but I mean you can
Oh,
try.
you said you love kids and animals and would never harm. Well, you said you wouldn't hurt them, but
Yes.
there we go. There's a big difference. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Linguistics, they're important.
I'll be honest. I normally do not have the time nor patience for children.
Yeah,
Derek,
shall we?
You're about the side.
Shall we just go into the shrine?
Okay.
No,
Derek-
okay, let's talk to the kid. I mean, who's good with kids? Derek, are you good with kids? Maybe you could just
I
brandish
guess
your
I'm
warhammer.
I can. Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
All
they
right,
don't
Derek.
know me, so I don't know. But
Go
we
ahead.
What exactly do we want to know? Do it just go? Do you want to know who that
So,
kid was?
I think the boy was called Cap, so you could ask where he lives. I mean, he
And
lives
what the
down
tunnels
there.
are. What the tunnels are.
I don't think they know anything about the tunnel. It seems like that dude
Oh.
headed down, you know.
He's gonna tell him. Okay. Well, no. So,
Yeah, guess
but we can at least find out
Cap.
who the kid was that ran off. So let's go ask
Yeah.
him.
All right. So.
All right. So me and
go.
Derek walk up to the group of kids.
Question, is Derek still wearing his full armor?
Yeah, I haven't. When
Okay.
when would I have changed?
So, so the kids are mostly human kids or elf kids? Or
Let's
half
roll an
elf, you know.
intimidation check.
I mean,
No, I say
if you're just walking up to them, what they see is a shadow falling over them. They look up and they see you guys standing there.
And I say, do you want to see a trick? Magic trick?
And the cleric
Now
just
you-
for
One
a
of them-
second has a
one of
shadow
them-
over his face.
One of them nudges.
Wanna see a
nudges
trick?
one of them nudges the other because says, "I've been fooled by that before. He's going to ask you to pull his finger."
No. And then I use prestidigitation to shoot some little fireworks up into the air, just like in front of me, and set them off. Just something small.
Bree in the background rolls her eyes because that is a sure way thing of drawing attention to you. And the last thing she needs right now is
Yeah.
drawing attention or stranger
Not
danger,
fireworks.
kids.
Not fireworks into the air, but just like miniature, like on my hands, little sparkles.
They're really amazed by this.
Yeah. Okay. And then I say,
One of the boys goes, "Oh, sparkles."
very good. And so then I clap my hands and make it rain glitter on top of them.
The same
Now-
boy goes, "Yes!"
Yeah, I know this boy very well. Yep. And they will never get that
That
glitter
boy's
off.
you.
Yeah. That boy was me.
Bree is by now tapping her foot, kind of.
Okay. All right. So we ask them, we say, hey, we have a quick question for you. We had one of your friends who just ran off, and I hate he had to miss the magic show. So do you know when he'll be back or what's his name?
Cap. And I whisper, Cap.
His name
They
was
say,
Gap.
"We don't know a gap." One of them, a girl, stands up and looks at you defiantly and says, "It's almost dinner time, so he's not coming back today."
That's fine, but we found something that might belong to him, and I was hoping to return it.
What did you find then?
And I pull out a little silver piece, and I said, I saw him drop, or what is it, like a copper piece? And I say, I saw him drop this as he was running to get dinner with his mom. By the time I picked it up, he was already gone.
She thinks for a second and then says, "Yeah, he stole that from me. Thanks for giving it back."
Oh, tell you what, tell me where he lives, and you can have it.
Back there, at the farm.
The farm. Can you be a little more detailed?
Well, there is only one farm in that direction, so duh.
Okay, so one farm in that direction.
I turn over
Derek.
to Bree and say, he says there's a farm over there. Do you know that?
Can I roll like a second-hand perception
You can roll a
check?
history check.
A
Yeah.
history check, okay.
Mhm.
That's a 17.
Yeah, you remember that that there's a farm back there called Alderleaf Farm.
Oh yeah, Alderley
Alder-
Farm. Everyone knows that.
Ah, okay. So I hand her the.
Everyone. Everyone who rolls a 19 knows that.
And so I hand her the coin and tell her thanks.
She grabs it and she's super happy with it. She bites it first. She doesn't know why, clearly, but she
You're right.
has seen that that's what you do with money when you get money. And then she
That's
pops.
exactly what you do. Smart girl.
I
Very
still
smart
do it.
girl.
So
Alright,
are
we're
you
going
done, guys? Can we move on?
Before
I really don't like to be out in the open.
The girl says,
Before
"Yeah, are you done, guys?"
Yeah, I'm done. Before I leave, I like clap my hands one more time and make some more sparkles and magic fly out over that little boy.
Yes! Yes!
All right.
You can see his pupils just widening.
All right. Yeah. So I think we found it. So do we want to?
Thaumaturgy and make him widen just a little bit more.
All right. So we know the location of. Oh boy.
I am pleased.
Do we want to? We're right here at the shrine. Do we want to check out the shrine first and then go speak with him, or do we want to head on to the farm?
Yeah,
If Bree
let's.
isn't
I mean,
stabbing us, then we should check out the shrine.
Okay. So we walk over to the shrine, and
I
I'm
kind
looking...
of move behind, like around the boys, and where they're moving off to the shrine, I just give the little girl, or try to give the little girl a high five.
And I'm kind of
Oh
keeping a
yeah,
lookout.
she high fives you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, girl power.
So what do we see as
Wolf's
we
probably
approach the
half her
shrine?
size.
It's just so the shrine looks like
It's a shrine.
It's a shrine.
Are there any people?
It is shrine. So what you can see is that the stone out of which it has been built was probably recycled. So it's a bit, wonky and but it looks sturdy enough and it looks festive enough, if you will,
Okay.
and appropriate for a shrine of good luck. But you can tell that the stones have been, nicked here and there and sort of assembled from other buildings.
I say a quick prayer for good luck from Tamura.
Mm-hmm.
And
I do too.
I'm kind of on the lookout looking for Sister Garael. I think, is that how you pronounce her name? Is there anybody standing around?
Yeah, she's inside. So inside the shrine, you see a statue of the goddess Timora, obviously, the goddess of fortune, and a little altar, and you see lots of candles and luck symbols and everywhere, and a couple of cushions and pillows on the floor, so you can kneel down and pray and maybe have a moment.
Do we all enter? Can we all enter?
You can try, and maybe one of you will burst into flames.
Because when I do, out of respect, I take off my necklace and just keep it in my hand so that I got it on me, but the others wouldn't see it.
So
Bree has said her prayer, but she totally keeps her hood on. And
So Sister Gariel is in here as well. She's praying currently.
Okay. So I approach her and I kind of say, I don't want to interrupt her prayer, but I do. And I say, "Excuse me, sister."
She looks up and looks at you, and she's sort of out of it for a second, then she drifts back into focus.
Hello.
We've met, haven't we?
Well, my name is Gilveric Anastasia, and the reason I've come to see you today is during one of my meditations, I received a vision from Ogma telling me that I should come here to seek information from you. Do you have any idea why that might be the case?
Yeah, I saw your face in a dream. It said you would come and finally rid us of the devious red brands.
Right.
She just sort of her glance just moves over to Derek, and then to Bree. She hesitates for a second, then moves back to Gil.
Mhm.
Yes, I was told you would come and help us. But before I give you any information on your visions, you will have to help me
What can I do?
fulfill some of mine. Let me finish. mate.
Yes, of course. Sorry, go ahead. Yes, please continue.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Please continue, sister.
I'm gonna let you finish.
At the greatest prayer of all time. Of all time.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
just saying.
Was to Ogma.
So, there is a banshee somewhere in the woods by the name of Agatha. She has built her lair out there, and she has information on the spellbook of a mighty sorcerer. I need to retrieve that information, but Agatha has refused to appear to me so far.
You said she's a banshee,
She is a banshee.
which means she's dangerous and we'll have to fight her, or
Possibly. She
possibly?
picks at one of the scars on her cheek.
Ah, yeah. So she doesn't have the spellbook in her possession, but just has information on it. Is this correct?
Yes. She has information on the spellbook of the great sorcerer
Okay.
that used to live in this area a long time ago.
What was the sorcerer's name?
Bowgentle.
Bojangles?
Yes,
Bojangles, the sorcerer. Got it.
it was Bojangles all along.
All right.
Hashtag
All
not
right.
doing the same mistake again.
So, if we bring you information of this spell book, what about Agatha? Do you have any preferences? If we do end up having to fight her, should we try to spare her life?
To be quite honest, I don't give a shit.
Good. Very good. That's exactly what I was hoping to hear.
But I
Okay.
can give you something that will help you. Here, take this. And she gives you a little parcel. It's a very fine silk tissue.
Mhm.
And as you open it, you find a small and very precious looking silver comb.
Silver what now?
A comb for hair.
Hair.
To make hair look good.
Ooh, I don't know
With
anything about
some-
that.
With some gems inlaid into it. It looks very pretty.
Are there any instructions that I should have with these?
Just that Agatha is a vain old bitch.
Ah,
At the word
Very good.
bitch, Bree in the background just drops one of the prayer cushions she was playing with. Like, purely, she did not see that coming.
mouth open. Okay. Do you mind if I have a quick prayer before I go?
She just gestures to the cushion next to her so that you can kneel down and pray with her.
Okay, so I do that.
She very, really awkwardly scuttles back around to face the altar
Very
and
good.
then just keeps praying.
All right, and then I'm done praying, and I turn to the others and I say, "Are we ready?" Well,
I look
first
at
of
you and I
all, oh, sorry. Does
No, go ahead,
everyone
go
agree?
ahead.
Does everyone agree to this? The mission, I don't know if you could hear her or not, but the quest, for lack of a better word, she had for us was to go get some information from an old banshee in the woods, whose name is Agatha. And in return, if I get this information about a spell book, she can tell me what my dreams have meant.
I saw that she gave you something. What was that?
So yeah, I'm very open about this. I take out the baggie and show it to him, and I say it's a very ornate comb, and the only information she would give me is that You definitely heard this, that Agatha is a vain old bitch. So,
and it's the comb. I think I get it.
we might be able. She didn't say she wanted this comb back, so we might be able to trade it for the information. Is what I'm thinking.
We can try. Hey, you didn't by chance like ask her for a vial of holy water or something?
No, and I also forgot to ask her about your cousins. So I don't know if she's.
We're still in the shrine, aren't we?
Exactly.
So,
Do you think you can
So-
disturb her again?
I'm gonna turn around and be like, okay, so, sorry, sister, to disturb you once again. I failed to ask you a very important question. My friend here, excuse me, sister.
We're annoying a lot of women in this
Sister.
town.
Yes,
Yeah,
sister,
what's that
go
one?
ahead.
In this game, in this life. I.
Oi!
This is Derek Battlehammer, and we're currently looking for his cousin, Gundren Rockseeker. Are you familiar with the Rockseekers?
They are setting up a mining enterprise in this town, yes.
All three of the brothers are currently missing. Have you seen them recently, or have any information that could help us locate them?
I saw 2 rock seekers.
I'm sorry, I can never tell if you're in the middle of a sentence or if you're done. So
Please
I'm gonna.
don't say that.
No, but you seem very calm. So, where did you see them?
They were here about a 10-day ago praying for good luck and then left the town.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
They should
one
be
more.
back soon, though.
Yeah.
That's what they said.
Did they tell you anything else about where they were headed or what they were praying for?
I do not concern myself with mundane things such as where dwarves build their mines in the rock, blah, blah, blah. But they
Understand.
were praying for good luck because this is a shrine of the goddess of luck and fortune.
Very good. And one more thing. Do you have like a vial of holy water or anything? Like that's been blessed with luck?
water.
Lucky water?
I could sell you one for 50 gold pieces.
That's all right. You know what? I think we're going to pass on that one. But I do thank you for your time again.
She just shuts down.
All right.
All right.
Yeah, guys, I think this is our signal to go. So
Yes, we exit.
it's kind of night falling, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not quite just yet, but it's getting to a time where finding a place to stay for the night is definitely an option.
Yeah. To be fair, we have.
So we have a lot of we've got a good bit of information. We know that the red brands are involved here, so we know that we need to go to the farm. We know about the banshee, so we have multiple paths we can take from here. Shall we go back to the hotel, or is there more time? The hotel, the hotel motel Holiday Inn. So we go back. There was a tavern back there I saw when we came in where you could stay for the night. But about what time is it, do you think?
Well, it's right after dinner time, so it's probably like 7, 8.
Okay. Do we want to go ahead? Do we want to approach the Banshee by night, or do we want to wait till the next day?
Hey,
I
Bree.
think, sorry.
Or do we want to go to the farm? Go ahead.
Bree, didn't you say that this boy wanted, what was it, show his friends the tunnel tomorrow or
Tunnels.
something?
He's mentioned tunnels. I'm interested in that. I think we should use the night to find out more about the tunnels. So go to. I mean, by that I mean let's go to that farm and ask him, and then tomorrow by daylight, let's sort out that banshee and then let's just get on with. I mean, what are we even trying to do? We're trying to find your brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Your cousin, Soz.
Yes.
Dwarves. I mean, Someone understand those family structures. I mean,
That's true.
so I just want to like, let's try that after like we sort out that banshee, because maybe then like the sister will tell us more about
Okay.
your cousin.
So shall we head to the farm then?
Yeah, and I think we should
Okay.
do that today
Right. Yep.
because
He sounds
what
like
if he's gone tomorrow.
Exactly. Sounds like he's going to show them tomorrow. Okay. So we're making our way downtown, walking fast.
Making our way down.
Face past. You're farm bound.
Yeah, we're
Right.
farm bound.
You. That's a different shop, Belle.
Oh, sorry.
Bree, you lead the others towards the outskirts of town to a place called Alderleaf Farm. You've probably met the owner of this farm before, with her being a halfling as well.
Oh, so many halflings.
Her name is Quelline, so I'm going to give you the benefit of being more or less familiar with her.
Yeah. I just no, I totally know her, of course. Should have like realized that was her boy like immediately. Why was I even like spending all that time?
Derek, I just realized, did we ever get the boy's name?
Cub.
No, she said she didn't know Cop, and then we just kind of went from there when she described the boy. So
yeah, maybe she was lying.
The girl said we don't know a gap, and that's probably true because she was probably riffing on you.
So the name is Cop.
Yes.
Now we get there.
Sneaky DM.
Okay. Let's go to the farm then.
We are literally already there, I think.
Bree, have you been smoking again?
It's a nice farmhouse, and you can see the fields stretching behind it on the edge of the forest, until the edge of the forest. It's a really nice house. There's smoke coming from the chimney and that sort of thing. Very quaint.
Okay.
Chickens running across the yard, that sort of thing.
Yeah. So, guys, like, two options as far as I'm concerned. Either we knock on that door, but I know Quelline, and she's one of the proper people, and she will probably it's after 8 o'clock, so her kids are in bed and everything. Like, she will probably like call on her husband and everything, and make like a big fuss that we get there. And I don't know, she can just be a bit overbearing, but I mean, you could try that, or we could just sneak into the little boy's bedroom, pretend we're ghosts, and make him scared to show us where the tunnel is.
So I don't make a habit out of sneaking into children's bedrooms, so I will vote for the first option. Even if she is upset, think about how upset she will be if she finds strangers in her child's bedroom.
I'm not a stranger.
Oh, okay. So she's okay with you sneaking into the bedroom.
I wouldn't go that far, but I mean, I'm not a stranger.
So I say that you knock on the door, just explain to her that you're sorry for the hour and it's just urgent because we're looking for missing people. And the first 48 hours, it's very important.
Ew, how have you survived so long being so boring?
Barely.
It's in my blood.
And with that, you step up to the door. Bree, you knock. The door opens. A halfling woman opens the door, looks down and up, looks straight ahead, sees your face. You.
Mm-mm.
Hi, Quelline. I mean, I should probably
that is where we end the session for tonight. Give me my cliffhanger.
Fair enough.
And we will find out next week what Quelline actually means by that, and whether she's going to murder Bree on the spot.
Okay.
We'll see. Thank you for joining us. If you enjoyed this session and want to play The Lost Mine of Phandelver for yourself, make sure to check out the link below and get yourself a nice starter pack. Also, for all of you subscribing via Twitch Prime, a new month has started. So if you would like to renew your subscription, now would be the perfect time for that. Hint, hint. If you actually did do some fan art about that wonderful moment we had earlier, or any other moment really, we're always really, really thrilled to receive any of that. You can send it to us on Facebook or via email under strangergamesuk@gmail.com. Buy the Book is live on Twitch on Sundays at 6 p.m. British Summer Time and uploaded every Friday to YouTube. So make sure you follow us there and subscribe on all the platforms you know that we are on, to not miss any of the videos and updates that we send you. We hope to see you next time, and remember, be strange, but don't be strangers.